God. Buh. My people, this was a day long foretold, and it is finally upon us. The grandest of canvases, the one and only Forge World. I'm bored. Let's begin. Hello, my people. It's so good to see you. Hi. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing good today. Oh, what's that? You noticed this large, massive land behind me? You saw that? Oh. Well, I'm so glad you noticed. That is correct. Your eyes do not deceive you. In fact, the world behind me is a sort of Forge world, if you will. And I've been cooking it up. Suppressing events. I don't know what you're talking about. I think Green is seeing things, and I think he needs help. I have no idea what that guy's talking about. This world has been forged. No! You will forge it! This world is for you to forge. No way he put forge in Halo 3. I know. I know. It's incredible. The ability to place down items, what can I say? It's just amazing. It was so hard. I worked so hard, and now you can put things down on the map. All me. Nobody else. Just me. Anyway, Forge World's pretty cool. Come with me. I don't have a gun yet. Man, anyway, let me tell you a quick story. So, yesterday somebody said, hey, Ultimate Forge is about to be released, right? And I was like, yeah, man. Ultimate Forge, I'm going to release it. And they're like, what if you put Forge World? I was like, nah, no way. That would never work. You can't put Forge World in Halo 3. It's a Halo Reach map. It's way too big and complicated. And then I was like, yeah, but like, what if I just tried? What if I just tried real quick? You know, I love a good Crisp's amazing Blender add-on called Foundry. It's really good. I mean, maybe if I just did a couple little changes and converted it to Halo 3's format, it would work. And wouldn't you know, even though this is messy and there's lots of work to be done, we don't even have beaches or proper textures yet, it's all just grass everywhere. But guess what? It's working. It's working. And look at these Halo 3 textures. We don't have the outside of the map in yet, but I'll be adding it today. I was messing around trying to get the correct textures, and if you look at this, using Halo Reach's blend maps with the pathways and stuff that are usually here, but with Halo 3 textures in place, I got this area, don't look at the water, I got this area working pretty good. Even the cliffs here are using the correct Halo Reach blend maps and stuff. The ground around here is the very same, but using Halo 3 textures. It looks pretty good, actually. It's not bad. Lighting is a little buggy. The Skybox keeps disappearing randomly, but, you know, we'll figure that out. Yeah, now you'll be able to do Blood Gulch on here. And I haven't tried this yet, but I'm so curious. I want to see what it would look like with some of the Ultimate Forge objects. So I'm going to spawn in some of the small terrain flats. Terrain flats, small... There's a small cliff I'm spawning in right now. I'm going to spawn in a terrain flats, medium grass. And then, oh, it's loading. I mean, the Valhalla Towers would look good. True, I should drop one of those in. Here's a train flat, small grass I'm spawning in. See my mouse, I'm selecting stuff. And then Valhalla Tower, let's put one of those in. Let's see, how does it look? Also, wait for it. Wait for it! Hi, how are you? Good? Oh my god, me too, that's amazing. That's such a coincidence, we're so alike. Anyway, let's see how the Ultimate Forge stuff looks here. Flat, small. Oh, wait, that's the flat medium. That's the big one. Ooh, look at that. It's blending in so nicely. Let's put the smaller one, the train flat, small grass. Ooh, look at that, dude. The way it just matches so well. What about that Valhalla Tower? Ooh, Valhalla Tower in place of the coagulation type bases in the in this area? Oh, that looks That looks good. We don't even have light mapping done on here, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That looks pretty damn good. Look at that, man. You could have your own coagulation Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla Gulch. So this is kind of sick. Check it out, man. We're on Valhalla Gulch now. Just by placing down 2 forge objects. That's pretty sick. This is weird, dude. This is a weird feeling. It looks so cool, though. You know, and only this part of the map is the only one that's like even semi-done. But it's pretty rad, man. Valhalla Gulch or Blood Valhalla. I like Valhalla Gulch. Blood Valhalla sounds hardcore, but you know, that hardcoreness is kind of Halo. I like Valhalla Gulch, though. This is pretty nice, don't you think? And look, we're not even close to done. There's so much more to do. Do you have the Blood Gulch bases and Forge from Reach? Yeah, I do. Those are also part of Ultimate Forge's palette. I could spawn them in, too. Let me go ahead and grab them. They should be under... I can show you guys now. Started the stream and mushes immediately here. It should be under here. Yeah, base round is the object there. And then also base strut is the other object. I can place these down here. We can do the base rounds like this. So yeah, the reach objects, just as you remember them, of course they're in here, dude. They're amazing. Ultimate Forge is made so much better by having the fantastic reach forge objects in. You can still build your... You can't build everything you can in reach here, because, you know, I don't have every single Halo Reach Forge object here, but I have quite a few of them. Like the big ones mostly, not a lot of the little ones. So you can't do crazy intricate stuff, but you can do quite a bit nonetheless. Hey, little man. So yeah, you know, you can put your base struts down onto your base round parts, and if you just kept doing that, you know, you could pretty quickly make yourself a little base. Not bad. Not bad. That was me putting that down in like 2 seconds. And, I mean, the best part, honestly, about Ultimate Forge is that if you're like, you know what, I like this area, but it could use a little bit more terrain. Well, good news, you can put a whole lot of terrain in there. Look at that. Now you can cross the gap that is this area here if you want to. And you can make a way larger zone in this area. And just like that, I've connected these 2 pieces of terrain. Pretty nice, eh? Not bad. Not bad. But your terrain in you? Excuse me? Huh? Did you make a full set of animations for your Scarab? Yeah, I did. I don't know if I would say a full set. It doesn't have every animation the Halo 3 Scarab does, but it has enough to, like, walk around. Like, it doesn't have, like, backward turning animations and, like, smaller stuff like that. I probably should make them at some point, but... yeah, it doesn't have everything. Oh, look at this, though. Look at the little blend maps. I guess this area is connected already to the correct blend map. That looks kind of cool. Forge World in Halo 3 is insane. Could making insane infection maps? Yeah, I mean, obviously it's incomplete. There's a lot of stuff over here that I need to get in and fix some issues with. There are some missing textures here, but a lot of the Halo Reach Forge objects, if you don't mind the fact that there's this giant gray thing in the way, a lot of the textures I already was able to just get and have fully working, so that's kind of nice. We got a whole lot of Halo Reach Forge materials in here already. Very cool, because I already ported a bunch of Forge objects. There's not many more materials left. It's mostly just those, and that won't take very long. What I want to spend a lot of time doing today is getting the outside of the map in, which means, you know, like the big cliffs up here with like the big beam tower and the skybox. That kind of stuff. But also I want to we're going to be doing a lot of texture work. Like, as you can see here, the grass in this zone is actually correct and converted into Halo 3 textures. It's got the, you know, the gravel pathways around here and all that stuff. So that's really what I want to do today. I want to go through all of like the 20+ materials that Forge World is made of for the cliffs and stuff. This is what the cliffs will probably look like. I might tweak them a little bit because the moss is honestly a bit funky looking. Not 100% sure if that's really how I want that to look, but more or less that's what I want to do. Can Forge so hard on this map? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I think adding Forge World is actually just going to be such a massive like improvement for this. Could you turn the outside of the map playable? I mean, I guess so, yeah. I could expand the soft barriers so that you could forge further outside the map. Halo 3 Blood Gulch? Yeah, I mean, this is the part of Forge World that has that area. You know, I put my little Valhalla towers down here just for fun. That's how I spent rock crawling into Warthog back on Forge World. We make extreme trails on the cliff's edge down to the water. The traction is not realistic. No, it is not. And I mean, yeah, you can do the same thing in Halo 3. So that's what I want to do. I want to get Forge World working really well. How's the development on Ultimate Forge been doing? I haven't worked on it in like a month, and I'm back. It's basically done, and by basically done, I mean it is done. But somebody said put Forge World in, and against my better judgment, I'm now putting Forge World in. So, but the good news is it's actually really easy to do. This is really not a particularly huge challenge for me, which I'm grateful about. Let's see, just my driftwood. Yeah, that's certainly some Halo 3 driftwood if I've ever seen it. Probably make that look a bit better. Maybe I will use the reach textures for these. That's kind of ugly. But I'm pretty sure I've gotten like almost every texture in completely, which is really nice. And I'm just going to keep tweaking and adjusting stuff. I wish that we had destructible trees. I mean, I could make them as objects, but it would just overload the map really quickly as the tree pieces kind of went flying around all over the place. What we're going to do first today is I'm going to get this beach working. I'm going to get the beach texture here with like the wet ground, very similar to the beach on Huge Grass, where it's kind of got that wet, shiny ground there. RJ's keyboard ASMR. Yeah, I love this new keyboard, but it is a little bit loud on stream. I'm going to probably have to up my my things and my stuff, my sound noise canceling stuff. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to go AFK for 30 seconds real quick. I should have done this before stream. And then when I get back, we're going to go crazy with this. It's Halo 3. I didn't notice. Because Forge World and I think I've reached. Yeah, it's Halo 3. It's Halo 3. You know what? Actually, before I go take my 30-second AFK break, let's do a starting profile with some Halo 3 weapons. We'll set our primary weapon to the fantastic assault rifle. Weapons, rifle, assault rifle. Get that Halo 3 assault rifle in here. Save, refresh. And then, boom, Halo 3 Forge World. Well, sorta, kinda. We're getting there. We got a lot more work to do before it is, you know, correct. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for the delay. Let's begin. So a lot of this, sadly, is a lot of just like texture inputting. But what's kind of cool is that obviously we have Halo Reach here in Blender, and we can see all the textures on the entirety of Forge World in Blender and see where everything is and how it looks. So what I want to do first is I want to go to the Blood Gulch area. I want to grab this area right here. It's a minor area, but excuse me, it'll be very, very important. Because this area is going to end up being the basis for all the wet type materials that the beaches over here are going to use, and the low underlying water here on the more shallow parts of the map. So I'm going to go ahead and try my best here to make a good beach material that matches Reach, but using Halo 3 style and textures. Blood Gulch area, yerp, that's true, and that's what it's called. If anyone disagrees with you from now on, they're just wrong. So this is the material called Forge Halo Terrain Gulch Shoreline. Excuse me. Now these two materials, these are the other, this is the cliff material, we're not going to worry about that. This is another material for the Blood Gulch area. I'm going to close that really quick. We want to grab the original Gulch material here that's used for the majority of the ground in this area, which is this main section here. And I'm going to copy a lot of its properties over to this shoreline area. So we are looking for the Gulch. Cliff Blend. What was it called again? Called Terrain Gulch Shoreline. Why am I struggling? Oh, Forge, that's cliffs. Terrain, that's cliffs. Terrain Gulch, and then Shoreline right here. So this is the material we're going to work on. This is the reference material of the actual other ground we've been using, which will be extremely useful for a whole lot of other stuff. Now then, the way it works in Reach is the terrain, gulch, shoreline right here. If we take a look at how it's all kind of structured, it's basically 4 different textures, right? And they're all kind of blended together with one bigger texture, and that's how you get the blend between stuff like, you know, this rocky, gravelly texture, a little bit of the dirt texture, the grass. So we're trying to get a proper blend between all of those. Now, if I had to guess, the actual blend for this is the gulch blend texture that I've been using, which is right here. So we're going to put that as the blend map right there. And already, it's starting to look a little bit better. You can see it kind of connects. You can see some of the shoreline material right here starts to go into its correct place. But we're noticing this kind of harsh line, and the textures are kind of stretched. We got to fix that ASAP. So let's look at Reach. The first thing here is that the first material uses gravel and dirt, which is correct. We're just going to match that up real quick to the ground here, which is these values. So I'm going to close, close, close. Because the area here around the Blood Gulch zone is kind of stretched, we have to scale these things a little bit differently. We can't just do a uniform scale. We have to stretch them to an appropriate value that is like a 1:2 ratio. So if we do that, now we should see, at least wherever the gravel is right here, now it looks correct. The other ones are stretched, but the gravel looks correct. And we're going to do that for all the materials here. So the next material after that is the grass one, which we also should have in place right here. You can see the veg detail is the second material here, which is what we want, grass. So we're going to match that up with the other material here, which is 10 and 20. Delete these values. Check your DMs. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to do this one and then I'll check. So we're going to do 10, 20. And then the other values are 150 and 300. 150, 150, 300, 300. Boom. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. You can't even see the seam between those anymore. It's like flawless. That's awesome. We're getting there. See, it's pretty quick. Wait, what did Green just send me? What did you just send me a 4-minute video? Why is this so long? What is this?
3 UNSC Condors. Crushed. Broken. Beaten. Useless. Seeing 1 is rare. Finding 3? Useless. Should have known better.
No, the Condor is great.
Torn apart. Completely useless.
What is this?
Sleep space drives. Useless.
We don't have the time.
Over there's another. Shattered. Useless.
No!
And there. The last one. Useless.
No, the Condors are useless,
Over there's
dude.
another. Shattered.
We don't have the time.
Useless.
Enough.
When? When is it enough, Chief? When we're in there? Because that's where I belong. In there. With them. Worthless. Useless. Junk. I'm not this. I'm not useless.
We don't have the time.
You.
Slice.
I'm not a pilot. I'm not even a soldier, a marine. Useless.
Okay. Okay. Dude, the pilot is he's such a sad guy. He's so upset all the time. Wait, what is this? Beach debris? Oh boy, I don't have this texture and I probably won't get it for a while. It gets better. It's like a 5-minute video. Wait, hold on. I gotta go find something real quick. I was just about to start getting to the point where Chief starts talking. Alright, I'll keep watching.
I stole them. Useless. Pelican. I stole it. You know why? Of course you don't. Have you ever been useless?
No.
So useless.
We don't have the time.
We don't have the time.
I'm useless. You should leave me here with the rest of the useless garbage.
We don't have the time. We all don't have the time. We all don't have the time. It's what makes us time.
I'm sorry, Chief, but how have you ever
It's
failed?
just a YouTube poof, dude.
I should have protected time, stopped everything from going wrong. I failed time. I will fail you.
I will fail you.
Useless.
Chief. Wait. Wait. We're going to make it.
Wait.
We have to.
Fail you.
This is useless.
It's all we need. Our only way home is straight through the heart of time. We all don't have.
Side note, what does that mean? Our only way home is through the heart of the banished? What does that mean? How does he know? What is that? What is in the heart of the banished that's going to save them?
Time.
I was
We
always
all don't
curious
have the
about
time.
that.
It's what makes us time the banished.
We need you.
I will fail you.
I will fail you.
We can't fail you.
Yeah, Infinite
Together.
fucks up. I just... Maybe I need to go back and play Infinite's campaign. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I was really confused through the whole thing.
Of course we can. Useless. Together.
Never played Infinite campaign. I had fun. It was like
Oh,
a...
there's
It was a
another.
good time.
Shattered. Useless. And there. The last one.
I didn't understand the story.
Useless.
We don't have the time.
Over there's another.
Like, I got the gist of it, but I didn't know what I was
don't have the time.
doing
You.
besides killing bad guys.
Soldier.
I will fail you.
Played it one time and don't have any desire to play it again. I mean, that's pretty
We
much
don't
where
have
I'm
the
at.
time. We need
Before
to
3
go.
didn't either. I mean,
I
yeah.
will fail you.
It felt like by the end of it, I will fail. By the end of it, I was just like, that's it. What happened? We didn't do anything. Fucking nothing happened. I'm so confused. Was there supposed to be more? Like, I mean, now I know there was supposed to be more, but at the time I just immediately felt that. I was like, that's weird. But all right. Okay, yeah, we were gonna do this as material 2. So we're getting wet ground. It's very wet ground. Ground wet mix bump. And then that needs to be specular. And then I get to set its specular values. Boss fights are terrible except for the monitor. Yeah, the monitor was a cool boss fight. I agree with that. Kind of felt like I was able to cheese it, but it wasn't bad. Honestly, the thing that frustrated me was that brute boss fight before you fight whatever the old lady alien's name was. I just kept getting fucking pummeled by him over and over, and there was like nothing I could do. It was annoying. Wait, then there's beach sand. Wait, I'm confused. Hold up. Beach debris. What the fuck is the endless anyway? I don't know. They didn't explain it in the game, and I didn't find out till after that they survived the Halo ring, and I don't know. That's just what it was. It do be how it is, and it be like that because it was. Do I get proper beach sand here? I think I should get proper beach sand. That fucking brute. You know what I'm talking about? In the big arena on the inside, in that big Forerunner arena, and he comes out, and like, I just died. Like, I had to cheese him on legendary, go up and down. Yeah, I had to do that on normal, dude. He kills you so fast. You literally just have to swing around him over and over like you're fucking Spider-Man. It was the only way I could win. It was weird. Fucking jumps across the entire map to kill you. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I literally felt like it was unfair. I felt like I was playing Dark Souls out of nowhere. The difficulty just spiked to like the max. It was crazy. I'm gonna try putting some sand on here. I'm gonna try going to my island sandbox here. Where are you? Island. Oh, you know what? It needs to be under objects. Shoot, I gotta go there. Objects. Levels. Multi. Alpine sandbox. Forge. Terrain. Flat. Small. Island. Shaders. I'm gonna grab... Hey, this rock dirt actually might be kind of awesome for what I want. Might snag that. I'm gonna try this for the sand and see how it looks. He's literally the hardest fight in the game. Okay, so that wasn't just me. Got it. I'm glad to hear that it wasn't just me, because I was, like, shook by that. I was like, am I just bad? The answer is no. Say no. Thank you. Okay. Oh my god. I'm dead, dude. I just overwrote huge grass because I'm an idiot. Oh, I gotta go fix that later. What the fuck is the Didact in the Guardians? It's in a book? Dude, every time a key and critical piece of lore is in a book, I get so upset. Genuinely so mad. Why is it in a book? Who thought that was okay? If I ever hear somebody from Halo Studios say that Halo is a multimedia franchise, and that's why some of the stuff is in the books, I'm going to throw a fit like a little fucking baby, kicking and screaming. $163.20. Yo, in no ways awesome shark guy, dude. Thank you for 17 months. Dude, it's been a minute since I've seen you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Holy shit, at Forerunner tier. Good God, I haven't heard that sound in a minute. Welcome, dude. Oh my god. I don't think that sand was it. I do not think that was the right... I don't think that was the right call. But welcome! Good to see you, Awesome Shark Guy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I broke the fucking huge grass. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Why did I do that? Our only way home is straight through the heart of the banished. Okay. No backups. I don't do backups. Because I'm not scared. What do you think, I'm freaking scared, dude? I'm freaking not. What is this? A ground veg. That's the grass. That's the gravel. And then that's the grass. And there's the hummus. And then wet mix detail. What a name. Shoreline is gonna get that. plus that, plus that. There we go. That's what I was after. I made it into a VC last night because I was bored. That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I want. Although that tiling is a little bit much. Not sure which one that is. Let me see. That's probably fine. It's on your Twitter. Gotta condense that shit down, dude. It was like 4 minutes long. People on Twitter's attention spans are too small. Oh yeah, this is so weird. It feels like Halo Reach and 3 at the same time. It's freaking me out. But like in a good way. Okay, shoreline is good. It's good. It's good. I think all values are correct. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Shoreline material done. Took longer than probably should have. The ocean is Gatorade. Yeah, the ocean looks weird right now. I gotta fix that later. It'll look really good once it's fully set up, but the materials are kind of off. Its peak hills are going to be upgrades. Yeah, imagine this with light mapping too. This is going to look crazy when it's all light mapped. Alright, I want to finish up the Blood Gulch area. There's a few materials left. So I got that, 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 and that. And I think this too. No, I didn't get the cliff blend yet. But I also got... Yeah, I got the talus, the shoreline, the cliff blend. No, I didn't get the cliff blend. I got the gulch, and I got Montana. So these are the areas that I've done so far. I didn't realize it went all the way up here. God damn. Does it really go all the way up there? Oh shit, yeah, it does. You can see the pathway leading all the way. That's cool. Can't wait for nobody to play on RJ's new multiplayer map. I mean, technically it's not even mine. Also, that's sad. What the fuck? Why would you say that? I think people have a lot of fun playing on Forge World. At the very least, I will. Let's get the cliff blend here. This is a small one, but I think it'll be nice. Should blend the cliffs. Forge Halo Cliffs Montana Cliff Blend. Let's see what we get. Forge Halo Cliffs Montana Cliff Blend. If we look at this in Reach here, it goes dirt, grass, cliff, and another cliff. Now I'll have to match these together based on what the main Montana one has, which should be totally doable. So first thing we got to do for this is we'll match the grass, which is using Terrain Gulch right here. So just to double check, it is dirt, which one is dirt? That's gravel dirt. Is this gravel dirt? What the fuck is this? Cliffs Montana? Okay. There's cliffs, then terrain. That's the dirt rub one. So that's material 2 out of this. Alright, that's what I gotta copy first. Material 2 goes here. That's ground veg overlay. Dirt rub detail. Ground veg bump. And we'll get these values here. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but I think it's all just gotta be done manually. At the end of the day, all that really matters to me is that it looks good and cohesive. Okay, that should be good. So that's material 1. Oh, right, and I think this uses Yeah, main blend. This one. So we should see it begin to blend here. By the end of this, ideally, there will be a very nice blend between the two. So this dark area here will just kind of go together with the rest. All right. So the second material that's on the cliff blend is... Oh wait, it has a base scale. 15, 100. Okay, I guess I have to use those instead. Because unlike the bottom area, these are actually uniform. That's gonna be nice. I'm looking forward to some uniform material, so I don't have to double type all the values. Not entirely sure where that takes place, but I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Alright, next is the grass overlay, which is 8, 100, 100, 200. So let's put our grass on here. That's gravel. Here's the one we're looking for. So for grass, we put that, the veg detail, and the veg bump, which is going to be a nice bump map. And the scaling on that is 8, 100, 100. Okay, we're starting to see some stuff happen. I'm going to just set these to diffuse for now. I feel like that doesn't tile particularly well. Well, I'll just keep going, make sure that it does work. Next is Forge Halo Cliff Rough B diff. So I can close the main texture here. I'm adding Halo Reach objects, vehicle scenery from Forge. I'm adding in a lot of Forge objects because this is Ultimate Forge, so we have a lot of these Halo Reach objects here, along with a lot of, like a whole bunch of those are in here. But on top of that, there's a lot of the Ultimate Forge content, like terrain pieces that you can spawn in to like build your own terrain, and they get pretty big as well, so you can really go crazy with it. You can put down cliffs and stuff as well, much bigger cliffs than this even. Tons of modded vehicles, weapons, etc. So, it's pretty good. And no, I'm not just going to be porting. There's really no reason to put like port everything from Halo Reach into here and do the Halo Reach vehicles, because you could just, you know, play Halo Reach because it's on MCC. All right, next up we need the cliffs. So we're going to do Halo Cliff Montana. There we go. Is this right? Yeah, it is. So for the Halo Cliff Montana, we have to copy these values over. So what's interesting is this one uses Cliff Rough B with the cliff detail. If we look here, Cliff Rough B with cliff detail. It's either of these. I'll have to figure out which one though, because they're more or less the same, just at different tilings. Okay, I'll make it work. I'll do this one first. And the tiling, according to Reach, is 15, 350, 15. Does it blend? It might. It looks completely wrong. But we still have one more to do. Which is the other Cliff Rough B. Okay. What is this one? And that one is tiled 60, 350, 60. Okay. Well, I can pretty comfortably say that's completely wrong. And that's not how it's blending, or supposed to blend even. Should indeed go to HCS. That's not gonna happen. I wish, but that's definitely not gonna happen. Why didn't this work? In Reach, the Montana Cliff Blend use the same... Oh, it's supposed to use the Cliff one. That's why, my dumbass. This should work now. Boom. Wait. Boom. There we go. That blends pretty nicely. It's not perfect, but it's good. Is that really how it is in Reach? That's kind of brutal. Alright. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. We got our textures blended together now. Well, I'm pretty happy about that. So that is this area taken care of. So now we have Montana, Montana Cliff Blend, the Gulch. We have Gulch Cliff Blend? I don't think we have the Gulch Cliff Blend yet, but we have the Gulch Shoreline and the Talus. So this is where we're at right now for all the areas that have been correctly textured. So I should probably, just to get it over with, do the Gulch Cliff Blend here. Nah, screw that. I'm going to do these areas first. The Cliffs Gulch. Massive, massive set of cliffs. And the Cliffs Blend. Plus that. Okay. Let's do these. This will be really nice to have. What is this? That's also part of the Cliff Blend? Okay. If you say so. Anyway, let's do this. Halo Cliffs Gulch. Yeah, Halo Cliffs Gulch. I'm going to assume it's basically just going to be Cliffs Montana, but like edited. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Halo Cliffs Montana. Copy and paste to Halo Cliffs Gulch. Throw that in there. And if we look at it in Reach, I suspect it's going to be extremely similar. So this is the one we already have done, and... Oh, not that one. This is the one we already have done, and this is the one that we're going to do now. Nope, I lied. This one is. Yeah, it looks like it's the same, mostly. I lied. It's different. There's only 3 materials. Wait, what is the blend map it uses? Uses the Gulch Blend. Instead of lichen, it uses the rough. There's jagged, rough B, rough B. Dude, what? There's another one that I don't have. HCS is good. Yeah, dude, the HCS announcements, I'm genuinely looking forward to. Do I have any reason to believe that they're actually going to be fantastic? No, I don't, to be honest with you. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Alright, let's get these rocks schmoving. Alright, visually, the first one we want is the Cliff Rough Diffuse, which I think the one I did for the Montana Cliff Rough was... Material 2 was one. Yeah, Material 2. Whatever Material 2 is, that's going to go over to the first one now. So 1, 2, 3. And the tiling that Halo Reach says is 75, 275. Oh, we're good there. Are we? No, we're not. It should be 30, 202. 30. Okay, there's our start to our rocks. Let's keep it Montana open for reference. Did I do specular for this one? Yes. So the first one should have specular, and the specular value should be the following. Oh, yeah, that's good. There we go, a little bit of specularity to those rocks. This is so confusing, but I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to keep all of the textures consistent between Reach and 3. That way we get like the Halo 3 vibe, but with all of the benefits of the Halo Reach textures all blending seamlessly together. This is harder than it looks. Okay, so Cliff's Gulch. The next material is the Jagged. Jagged is material 1 on Montana, which is Cliff High. So that one's actually good already. And 17,217. Alright, that one's taken care of. Literally don't have to do anything for that. The next material is the Rough B, which I think we just did that one. Oh wait, I lied. Material 1 is 22,222. I keep getting confused, man. So now that one's good. Material 2 is Cliff Smooth. I don't think we have like a particularly smooth rock here, or like anything. But let me see. We have Rock Basic and Cliff High Snowy. This one is kind of cracked and a bit off. This one is basically the same, but what does the bump map look like? Is it smooth at all? Not really. I could use it. I don't think we've used Cliff High yet. We have Rock Basic. We have Cliff High. I don't know, Rock Basic is honestly pretty smooth. I could just do that a second time. Screw it. 12. 12. Boom. And we're getting somewhere. And then, oh, I guess that would be it actually. That's everything. So that is, I guess that's these cliffs done. I was hoping it looked a little better, to be honest. It's kind of boring looking. But I suppose that's fine. And over the final text using the MCC customization for the Halo 3 War I think you have to actually go into the Unreal Engine 4 executable for the Master Chief Collection, because they get injected into the game from there. So you need an Unreal Engine 4 unpacker. Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. Cliff's Gulch Cliff Blend. Did I not do this one? No, I didn't. Alright, we're gonna do Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend, I think. Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend, which, as referenced, we are gonna need Terrain Gulch for it. We're gonna look at it in Reach. So we're gonna go Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. Forge Halo Rocks Smooth is the first one. And then the Talus. I should have those already set. Under Forge. Okay. God damn, this hurts my brain, dude. This hurts my brain. You know what I should do, actually? Is maybe we could get the outside part of the map in. That might be kind of awesome. Bro, EP, I'm not really EP. I might go make myself some more coffee, but it's just like trying to talk and to do this at the same time is causing my wires to cross hardcore. Love the one DaVinci Code texture on the wall. That's the true Forerunner visuals right there. 343 retconned it. Forerunner constructs are supposed to look like this. It adds mystery and intrigue. What do the letters mean? Who knows? Damn that number company. Arrgh. Alright, I think I'm going to switch gears away from texturing very quickly and instead go to getting the outside of the map in. I'm a little sad because I wanted to do it in the same thing here, but I screwed up yesterday when doing this. It should have the BSP shared stuff. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to open up the older version of Forge World, which should have all of the outside stuff in it. I lied, it doesn't. I must have deleted it here already. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. We got everything here. What I need is the BSP shared area right here. So for this, we're going to save this to Forge World BSP 1. And I'm going to go ahead and just straight up delete everything in the original map. Goodbye. Dead. This is the second BSP. It's the one that has the cliffs that connect everything. It's got the Forerunner tower up here and the Skybox, the larger scales of the waterfalls and the second half of them and all that good stuff. Plus a bunch of rocks, which is kind of neat. And basically, I want to put this in the game. This is big cliffs, large mountains, distant mountains. These I am absolutely going to have to get the textures from Halo Reach 4. There's just no getting around that. But I believe all of this, for the most part, needs to be instance geometry. So this gets to continue to stay as a structure, but yeah, all of this is going to have to become instance geo. I would presume this is, yeah, important. This is important. This is our main skybox here. And this is going to be the seam that connects our one BSP to our other one. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 3!
Put it in the game.
It didn't even read it out how you spelled it. Thank you for the 3. I think I will put it in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this is a pretty easy thing to do, actually. Alright, now that I have this BSP, I'm going to quickly skip over to the main BSP here. BSP 1, I want 0, 1. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the skybox here with a special material called Seam Forge Halo. And this basically means that the map is not like touching any skybox or anything like that, and instead is going to be connected to another larger BSP that will be all around. So save this, export it out, because I need to do that anyway. And while that's exporting, I'll open another Blender instance, and we're going to go ahead and get the major outdoor area in immediately. Effective Spock gun. It's a gun that is a big Spock from Star Trek that shoots smaller Spocks with an uncertain chance of blowing up when fired. Oh, it's bad in the sky. He's being mean to me. He's freaking making fun of me. Alright, we have Halo Terrain Shared. I think I already have that. Alright, so basically, we're gonna grab this giant thing. Okay, so this already has plus sky on it. That's good. The seam here is gonna get renamed to plus seam Forge Halo Shared. And this is going to be a map called Forge Halo Shared. And let me double check. Yeah, face orientation looks good. So the main map is contained within here, and everything else out here. Technically, this is like a skybox, but also not. I'm gonna grab all these, give them the prefix of instance geometry and a question mark, which forces it to be lit per vertex, which is more optimized. We have the seams, then we have the shared structure, and then structure collision. What is this? Oh, these are rocks. And then everything beyond this becomes another instance geometry piece. Now, realistically, this should be fine and should look good. Everything's contained within a giant skybox, so I think it'll be fine. I should just be able to export this into the game pretty quickly. Adding areas outside the original reach map borders would be cool. I mean, I could do anything I want. Like, I'm totally raw importing this into the game. So it should be totally doable. I love billboard trees. Yeah, me too. Me too. They're going to look really messed up at first. I'm going to do my best, since it's already spending a bunch of time exporting the main map again without a skybox, but instead a giant seam. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some shaders for the outdoor area here. So Forge Halo Terrain Water is certainly something. Is there supposed to be like a gigantic water plane that goes all the way out? I guess that's actually just water. Alright, that's fine. So I think we have that one, plus terrain shared. Forge, Halo, Cliffs, Beach High? Oh, just like a tiny little, okay, whatever. Forge, Halo, Terrain, Skybox is definitely something I do not have, but we'll get eventually. The Cliffs, Waterfall, we have that one for sure. Shared Underwater Sand, we have that one as well. Now, if I go over to here, Alpine Tree Cards AT. I'm going to go into the single-player map of the Covenant from Halo 3. I'm going to see if there's a tree card here that's not part of... No, I don't think it's in here. I think I'm going to have to go to the sky shaders for that, for the tree cards. I'll probably have to end up getting the reach ones, but... whatever. The trees, our terrain distance, trees hemlock. I'm just gonna grab that. For now. I'll grab the reach textures later. And I'll do this as sky, and this will be Alpine Tree Cards AT. Now those are taken care of, and I'll copy that, and then we just have regular Alpine Tree Cards for these. We have Jagged Rocks. I'm going to temporarily grab some Shader Terrain Rocks. I don't think I'll actually end up fully needing them. Now, you know, I'll grab the Forge Halo Rock shader. Let me see, do the Jagged Rocks in Halo Reach use... Where are they? You know what? I don't even care. I'll just use these for now. These will become the Jagged Rocks. That'll be in the Skybox. Is this done? Oh, this is done. Great. So Forge Halo. And then this one is going to be Forge Halo Shared. So we'll export Halo 3, Forge Halo Shared. Let that do its thing. This one, yeah, I was gonna say, it should be really fast. And now we can run a special command called tool structure seams, which will find the seams between these. Multi Forge Halo. So now it needs to re-import. Oh, it says unpaired seams. How lovely. Why are they unpaired? These should be flawless. Ooh. Yeah, that's correct, for sure. Gotta ask, how do mods work in MCC? I understand you can play online with mods, but how? You just have to invite people to your lobby. Sadly, there's no custom browser for it. We lost the Great War to make that happen. Any day now. Okay, there we go. So that's our Forge Halo shared map. I'm going to create a quick zone set for it called All. It's going to have both maps contained within it. And we go in. I don't think we'll see the outside yet, but if we fly out here, we should be able to. Yeah, so it doesn't look correct. That does, which is nice. But obviously everything else out here is just kind of busted. Fixable, of course, but it's just nice to see that the terrain and geometry exists at all. In the background now, I'm also going to import the main map again. Hopefully, it'll render them together. I don't think it will. I think there's going to be some weird errors, but we're going to try it anyway. There was a mod that put Forge mode in Halo 3 campaign, but the person behind it gave up because updates kept breaking. Have you ever tried to make it work yourself? Yeah, I used to do that before we even had mod tools. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It was actually pretty doable, but it took some complex knowledge. How does the view tower create a texture for the woods? Oh, because it uses Forge textures. This uses textures from the Forge objects that I already did, so I shoved them into the Forge World folder, and they just worked perfectly. These use custom Forge World exclusive textures and materials that I haven't made yet. The tunnels down here also work for the most part, because these use primarily the Forge materials that I already did when I was doing the Halo Reach Forge objects in here, so these are mostly good too. You gotta get along to getting all the final materials in. It's from doing these objects here, it shares the materials with these Forge pieces. I really hope this works. I would like to see these merged, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to redo the seams, because they don't seem too happy. Hey, mouse work on MCC? Is it playable on Steam? Yeah, you play on Steam. There's a special mode. When you launch on Steam, it'll create a pop-up that says, do you want to play with anti-cheat off? And it says for mods. And you choose yes, and you select that option, and then you can play any of the mods from the Steam Workshop. They'll all appear in your menus and stuff. Forge World Hanger would do really good with Rat's Nest and Crow's Nest textures. Nah, it's in the style of the Forerunner. It wouldn't look normal at all to have a bunch of Forerunner shapes and geometry, but with like human-shaped or human materials on it. It would look super strange. We're cooking here. We're getting the materials in slowly but surely. It's happening. You ever get confused for the guy that made Cursed Halo or the Desert Bus? No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone's ever confused me for Inferno. We do pretty different stuff, to be fair. Alright, I'm gonna have to make these puddles look better. I'm not sure what's going on with them and why they look all busted up, but I'll have to fix that. So curious, actually. Why is that happening? Oh, the puddles are actually just fucking broken? Okay, that's fine. Why are they like that? Ever collab with Inferno? I suppose. I don't know why you'd want to collab, but yeah, sure, why not? Noobs? Did you just call me a frickin' noob, dude? I'm not a frickin' noob. Alright, well, I guess I can't really do anything except more materials. In the meantime, excuse me. I can't wait to see this map light mapped, though. It's gonna look so fucking good when all this is light mapped. I can't wait. Modded Gamer! This is 69. Nice.
People definitely confuse you with Green Knight Toe.
No, the inverse. People confuse Green Knight with me for whatever reason. They're like, oh, you made that? I could have sworn Rejected made that. I'm like, when? When did I do that? When the fuck did I do that? Grey Gang have arrived. Welcome. I'm gonna go make myself some coffee. I'm feeling uncharacteristically tired right now, and we've got a lot of work to do tonight. So, if you guys don't mind, while this is importing here, I'm gonna go take a quick, like, 5-minute break to go brew some coffee. I will be right back, though. We're so back. I got me the coffee. I'm feeling good. Oh, and the map is... Oh, it worked! It worked! We got both of them together. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, it looks like I may have accidentally included some of the collision geometry on the second map here. No, not you. Is it you? ESP1, please. Did I accidentally include collision geometry? I did. Whoops. Let's delete that. No, not delete that. Grab the sky. We want to keep the sky. Everything else, though, we delete. Me when I'm fucking lying. There we go. That should be all we need. Let me try putting that back in. Coffee. Coffee brings me life. Alright, let's bring the shared map back in. This one shouldn't take too long. It should be even quicker now. And then we should actually see some kind of reasonably normal looking terrain up here. Oh, it just makes me so happy to see the giant cliffs. I mean, obviously, you know, it's like some weird Da Vinci Code shit going on, but, you know, it could be worse. Those are obviously the incorrect textures for the trees, but at least we have tree textures. That's something. Those look surprisingly good out there. I wonder if Bungie ended up using the same textures for those that they did in Halo 3. Those are definitely incorrect, but I feel like those are right. Like, 100% right. Pelican fuel doesn't melt. Listen, Pelican fuel may not melt Forerunner structures, but it does weaken them. Oh yeah, dude, this is cool. This is looking cool, dude. Oh, I love seeing all this, man. This is awesome. This is so great. Why am I porting Forge World to Halo 3 when you should be porting Sandbox and Foundry to Halo Reach? I got a hot take for you, okay? But Sandbox and Foundry are inferior to Forge World in just about every way. All right, I'm sorry. I know. A bold and brave thing to say, but Forge World is amazing, and having it in Halo 3 is going to make Ultimate Forge the greatest mod ever made, period. But sand. Yeah, but then I would have to port all those fucking sand objects over to Halo Reach. Do you have any idea how complicated those sand shaders are, man? Oh, screw that. Colonel Crowther! Good to see you. Thank you so much for 19 months. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, said Modding Forge World in Halo 3. Let's go! Go! Holy shit, Modded Gamer!
The new Halo fan game. It looks pretty sick. It's called Containment.
First of all, thank you very much for the massive $25 tip. And sorry to cut you off, Crowther. I agree with you, Crowther. It is pretty awesome. I'm a little biased, but yes. Modded Gamer, 25, thank you. I have not checked out Containment. Thank you for the massive tip. I would like to. Containment. Is that... That's not the one I'm thinking. No, I was thinking of Branching Sickness. What is Halo Containment? What is this? Oh shit. This is something. It's a 4-minute video on it. You guys want to watch this? You guys want to watch the trailer for this? I want to see this. Holy shit, it's Sophie! No way! Whoa, what the fuck?
Carl, can you hear me? Listen, I wish I could explain.
I'm getting like Doom 3 vibes.
Don't have much time, so you just have to trust me for now. My location is sub-level 186 on the main containment floor. Find me, and we might have a chance of stopping this.
You're my favorite ADHD YouTuber, baby. I am not that. Whoa, that spiker looks good. I'm not a baby. I'm a man.
That's me. You'll need to be careful. The place
Whoa, wait, that's cool as fuck. What the hell? It's in VR. That's crazy. I have a headset. I could throw my index on and go play this in VR. That'd be sick.
Attention all UNSC personnel. This is Rakchavo, leader of the fleet of righteous solitude. It has come to my attention that there's a foreign artifact stored in this station that rightfully belongs on the sacred ring. Surrender it now, and you will be given an honorable death.
This is all the sound SMG. Not just VR. I would play it in VR. Ooh, we got the flood. This is cool. What the fuck? Dude, where did this come from? I never saw anything about this. Oh shit. Bro, I want to play this. This looks cool. Oh fuck. I hate to say it, but I know those particle effects. I know those animated particles anywhere. This is made in Unity. This has to be made in Unity because I know that that's the advanced particle effects pack that you can buy on the Unity asset store. I've used it many times. Worked on it for 4 years? No kidding. This looks amazing. W being in virtual reality, dude. I fucking love VR shit like this. This is so cool. Oh, that melee was clean. The flamethrower looks so fun to use. Yeah, chain gun, mate. Oh, that makes me so happy. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? This is awesome. I'm gonna play this shit in VR. Should make a video out of it. Oh, the sword, the hammer. Please, bro. Please. Oh, hell yeah. Containment by Harry Williams. Out now, dude. I'm going to play this. I am going to play this. Wait, what does that say? I started the project when I was 19 in lockdown. Since then, I've grown a lot. Working to perfect my craft has challenged me, taught me, pushed me to ways I'll never forget. One of the most rewarding experiences of my life. It's bittersweet to see it finished. I know that feeling all too well, but this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. I'll be building Firing Pin Studios into an independent studio free from corporate strings. Creativity and passion first. Original games that are fun, meaningful, and completely on our own. With no microtransactions, no pay to win. God bless. Bring games back to what they used to be with soul and made for the players. God bless! Holy peak, dude. Holy shit. Already been building a small team moving to Unreal Engine 5. Good. Been starting to create our own original worlds and stories. Love you to join me on this adventure. It's been an incredible ride so far, and I can't wait to see the future brings. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support. It means everything. W for Harry Williams, dude. Firing Pin Studio. I love it. His philosophy, subscribe, like, is fucking amazing. I love that. Absolutely goated mindset. Awesome ass video. Here's the link, guys. If you want to see more from that, go check it out. Go watch it for yourself. Check it out. Down the link to his fan game is in the description there. And also go subscribe to the channel, man. You can already guarantee that's just a banger of an indie studio with ties to Halo and love for Halo. So, like, you already know. That's going to be a fantastic channel to follow. Whatever they put out is going to be sick as fuck. Spam? Yeah, you get spammed on, dude. Get fucking... Hey, look at my spam. Go support my spam. Awesome, though, dude. Awesome stuff. I'm definitely going to play that. Maybe I'll do that, like, tomorrow. I could get my index and my VR stuff all charged up, and we can play that on stream tomorrow. That'd be sick. There, go check them out. All right. Back to what we're doing here. We got big Da Vinci Code sky. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Gabe! Holy shit! 41 months is an insane number to see. Thank you so fucking much, man. Thank you. Am I able to add Halo 2 Forge features to this? This is purely Halo 3 Forge. Heard they can play with mouse and keyboard? Yeah, it is not VR exclusive. You can play it on desktop. 100%. 41 months is crazy, Gabe. Thank you. I don't know what Halo 2 Forge features mean. If you're talking about the AI and stuff, there is AI in Ultimate Forge, but this is just another Ultimate Forge canvas. Thank you, though, Gabe. It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. All right, guys. Time for more textures. Actually, you know what? I want to drive around a little bit. I want to explore. I know that the materials and stuff on everything here are not necessarily ready to go, but I want to drive like a warthog around in Halo 3 here and get a feel for the map. I haven't done that yet. I've just been staring at the map and looking at it and also staring at it. I want to drive around for a minute and see the vibe of it. But like, you know, Halo 3. Yeah, we don't have lighting. Yeah, the sky looks a little crazy, but it is Forge World. Is my controller working today? No. Little caves and things. Da Vinci Mountains, yep, that's a feature. Don't worry about it, it's a feature. Dude, this is great. I can't wait to get all this properly textured. It's gonna be fantastic. I think you realize how fast the Reach Hog is. Reach Hog is a bit faster, isn't it? Forge World is meant for big team battles with scarabs and pelicans and phantoms and spirits. Hell yeah. We can drive scarabs on here too, it'll be sick. Check supporter, alright. My new keyboard I think is kind of busted. Really nice and feels satisfying, but my W key will just stop randomly. Look at this is sick. Forge World is for Harvester. The Harvester would be so big here, Zoe. It would actually just overwhelm the entire map. I wonder if I could get the water materials in right now. Hold on, let me check that real quick. I would love to have the proper Forge World water in. I feel like that wouldn't even be super hard to do. It would just need like a single texture map since it's got all... Actually, does it even have the proper UV maps? No, it just has a single UV map. No! Means I have to do it all myself! Fuck! Forge World is probably perfectly sized for the Vulture. Could be. Is it just me or does it seem small? Dude, it's because the maps that I make are so fucking big that Forge World seems small. It's crazy. But no, Forge World is the massive map it always was. Though, if you look at the Skybox, I guess you can't really see it anymore. Not with the new map area in here anyway. That's a shame. I mean, Forge World is the smallest map. Yeah, it's tiny, dude. Look at it, it's puny. Fly the Condor. I can fly the Condor around here. I think I have the Pelican already in. I have COVID and actively dying. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm no longer ill beginning on the Guardian, Forest, and Foreigner City Restoration. It's been incredible in general. Kid, don't steal my job. That'd be sick as hell. Oh, that it's so beautiful already. I know it's such an early work in progress, but what a sight to behold. Halo 3 Forge World. Never thought I'd see the day. Forge World looks nice in Halo 3's engine, doesn't it? And this isn't even close to done. It's a mess right now. It's a total mess. But I appreciate it. There's a lot of effort to get this ported over. This area is... okay, that's not right. We gotta... Let me fix that real quick. There's a lot of large rocks here that need to be fixed. That's one that'll have a big effect on everything. That's Citadel. Now we need Forge Halo shaders, and I want to grab Forge Halo rocks large. Regular rock is 1055 10. I'll at least do that. Scale uniform 10 50 5 10. I'll probably have to at least double that. Yeah, it would be wise to double that one more time to 20, 100, 10, 20. There we go. So yeah, this area technically is all textured, I believe. No, wait, these aren't. I gotta do these still. But the ground and stuff around here is. You see little pathways and things made of like dirt and soil. I cannot wait to light map this. I mean, I can, because it's going to take like 10 years, but... Did you check out the 3 videos I did from yesterday? What are your thoughts? I have not checked them out yet. I didn't know you sent me 3. Did you put them in stream chat? I must have missed them. I'll be like, and releasing with Foreigner City is Gus City. Come in with RJ multiplayer. Gus City? It would just be GM Big City, but with really crappy gray stone textures in Halo 3. That would be so awesome. Nice, I'm doing Discord. Oh, I don't... Just send them in stream chat. I don't really check my DMs much. Oh, this blend did pretty nicely, though. That's not bad. Alright, we gotta keep cooking. Am I still working on your Stargate mod? Yes, but I won't be for a little bit because I need to prioritize important stuff such as this, Ultimate Forge, and getting it released, and then also the horror mod, which I am a little bit behind on. By a little bit, I mean very behind, and I need to work my ass off on it. Yeah, you know what? This moss texture is not gonna cut it. That is just not gonna cut it at all. Call? No. I don't want to talk to anyone today. I'm loner mode. I just want to work on this stuff. This is way too complicated. Genuinely, dude. This is way too complicated for me to hold a conversation with. I can't even focus on the talking to chat right now. I won't get anything done. This is gonna hurt my brain. I mean, it's already hurting my brain so fucking much. Alright. So what do we have here? We got this one done. We got that one. Oh yeah, we were going to work on this material here. Halo Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. Forge Halo Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. I wish this was a more interesting shader, but it is what it is. These are very important nonetheless. Alright, so in order to get this one correct, we're going to copy a whole bunch of stuff over. The Terrain Gulch Blend is going to be one thing that we do here. Modded Gamer with the 420! Thank you!
I've been telling you, Mob Boss Voice, you have 10 days shotgun.
I know I got 10 days, alright? I'm working here. You don't want Ultimate Forge? Do you know how many people slander my name because I get burnt out on Ultimate Forge and they feel entitled to it? It's a lot of people, alright? So we gotta get this mod done so people can stop being crybabies. And also, it's really fun, and I like this mod a lot. My burnout's thankfully fucking gone. I feel much better. Forge Halo Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. Forge Halo Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. Alright, here we go. Terrain Gulch. I'm gonna put that as the base map. Fuck, not that. God damn it. Okay. Doesn't look half bad. I was progressing the mod so far. Ultimate Forge is pretty much done. We're just adding Forge World to it. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 3!
10 days shotgun, 10 days.
10 days shotgun. 10 days. I know! Listen, I already have the ending of the horror mod in sight. I just have to script it, fix the bugs, light map it, ship it. It's easy, dude. Easy! Easy! Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's see, this one starts with rocks and then talus, and then it goes and switches over to dirt and then grass. So this is kind of an inverse of the other cliff blend material that we did. So first and foremost, we're gonna go look at the Montana cliffs, because those are my, like, one actually done cliff. And then we're also gonna pop that open in here. Terrain Cliffs, Montana. So, if we compare these two, this is basically the logic of how I'm going to do this. I'm going to explain this once and never again because it hurts my brain so goddamn much. I'll show you the 3 videos on stream. How would I link that? But no, just post it in the Discord server on stream chat. Wait, is there a blending mode here? Oh, there is. Neat. Global albedo tint. Do I have a thing for that? Oh, I do. What the fuck? I didn't even know I had options for this. That's kind of sick. Alright, so the logic goes like this. The cliff blend is a type of material that tries to merge the other 2 blends together by putting 2 materials from each together and then merging them at the middle through a texture map. What I have to do for this is find out which ones in Reach correspond to the ones in Halo 3 and then convert the ones from Halo 3 into my Halo 3 shader. It's annoying as hell, but here's what we're going to do. The first thing with the cliff blend here is the rock smooth. So we're going to look through here. Do we have any rock smooth? We have rough, rough, no rock, smooth. So that's going to be the Gulch terrain, actually the one that we want. Gulch shader terrain. And we're going to open that up in Halo 3 as well. Gulch shader terrain. And now we're going to compare these two, because I had the wrong one. So first, those cliffs rough, cliff jagged. Here's cliff smooth. It's material 2. So I put material 2 in Halo 3 as rock basic with these values here. So that is going to be the first material in our cliff blend. So we go boom, boom, boom. And this one has specular. I'm also going to make sure to set this to the right value, which I presume is going to be the same as here, but I'll have to go back and check in a sec. 250, 12. Dude, this is all going to be worth it. This is all going to be worth it. Let's see, is the first one exactly like I think it is? That's Cliff's Gulch. So this one, oh, it's not. This one is 60, 120, 100, 200. Lovely. Oh, God damn it. God. $60, 120, 100, 200. All right, there's our rock basic. Now we just got to make sure that it has the same material properties as this, which is 0.1, 20, skip 2, 0.1, 0.2. All right, so at least one of the materials here is correct now. Which one, I could not say. But it's there. And this is using the Terrain Gulch blend, which I should be. Let me double check. Is that correct? Fortilo Terrain, Gulch Cliff Blend, Fortilo Terrain, Gulch Cliff Blend, Terrain and Gulch Blend, Terrain. Okay, so that's all good. We're good. Huge grass, but it's actually like grass. That's huge instead of like a giant blade of grass. That's what the frick it is, dude. Slandering my name out here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is Halo Terrain Gulch Cliff Blend. I don't see where the material I just added is, but allegedly it's here, and I just kind of have to take the game's word for that. I'm going to assume it's like here or something. I don't fucking, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so the next material that we have to add to this is material 1 here, which is the talus. I don't know if I have a talus on here, actually. Cliff Smooth. I think I may have that on... I think I did that on the Terrain Gulch down here. I believe there was a talus there. And I overwrote that. There's dirt, grass, dirt, beach. Me when I'm fucking lying. I think it was Gulch Cliff Blend. Oh, Halo. Fuck. Tell me I'm not editing this one. Halo, Terrain, Gulch, Cliff Blend. No, that's... I need this to be simpler. I need this to work. I'm gonna reset my brain. Forge Halo Terrain, Gulch Cliff Blend. Forge Halo Terrain, Gulch Cliff Blend. I'm resetting. I've lost track of everything. My brain hurts. Forge Halo Terrain, Gulch Cliff Blend. Here it is. Yep, this is the one I'm working on. Everything here looks good. Happy to see it. So then, we're going to keep working here. The second material here is called Overlay Talus, and for that, I am certain that on a particular material right here, the Gulch Talus material, there was a particular one that I used. So that would be Terrain Gulch Talus. I'm going to snag that. I'm going to have to start just like closing material so I don't lose my mind. So it's dirt, grass, dirt, and talus was the last one on there. So whatever I used there is what I'm going to use on here. And I think I already know what it was, but in order to make all the textures perfectly blend and make this a flawless conversion I'm going to make sure I get it just right. So talus is, yes, ground veg overlay, veg gravel, and snow gravel bumps. So grab that to there, that to there, and that to there. Good. Now we can clear these out. And I'm going to make one double check here. So the talus did have a specular, but they were all default values. So I'm going to keep that the same. Now in order to match this to Halo Reach, we're going to copy this. 48, 120, 240. Four, 8, 120, 240, and then again, 120, 240. Alright, we should be starting to see as a little bit of results there. I'm going to be honest, that looks absolutely fucking atrocious, and I hate it vehemently, but that's what it is in Reach, apparently. I will change that as needed, but that's disgusting, and I hate it a lot. I'm just gonna do it right now. That's honestly atrocious. I'm really confused, but you okay? Is it because I used the wrong texture? Got one ground veg overlay. This one is. Why does it look so bad? Am I on the wrong material? Oh. How did I mess that up? I'm gonna be honest, this is so much mental doo-doo that I'm having to do for this. It actually is painful. Check ghost in media. My Discord is lagging the hell out. None of these things are loading. I'm just going to leave that open, and whenever it ends up loading, hopefully that'll just be good. Alright. Next material that we're going to be working with, it looks like now that we have the talus and the cliff rock in, we can move on to the dirt overlays here. So let's do that now. Well, asking me on Forge World, yep, 100%. It's there. Alright, so the next material is this hummus material, followed by the ground wet mix. Both of those are incorrect. Now we need to have the dirt rub material and then the grass material. So let's go ahead and take a look at those two right now. First and foremost, we need to grab the terrain gulch material, because this has both the dirt rub and the grass. So this is the grass, which we put that in, and then the overlay is overlay B for that. And then for the dirt rub detail, this will go here, and the bump as well. Whoops. Okay, so far so good. It looks like neither of these are set to speculars. Alright, now I think as long as I change their textures to be at the correct overlay, we more or less should be fine. So the following are the overlays. It's 816, 120, 240. So that one should be good. That's the dirt. And then the grass one is 2, 4, 100, 200. Alright, apparently that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't 100% love it, but that is what it's supposed to look like. So, can't really argue with that. On the ground it looks fine, so I can't complain too much. There will be a lot of grass and stuff here too. Seems like the ground material names are a little bit off. I'll have to tweak all of those. Alright, but at least that one's done. Now what I can do is go from the cliff blend material here. That's basically just the tops of these two areas here. And I can move on down to this one, which is the cliff part of that will merge the two together. And I think it'll finish off everything here. I need terrain shared, but we'll get there. So cliffs, gulch, cliff blend. After this, besides the cave that's hidden away right here, it should be, everything here should be done. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's do it. So we go cliffs, gulch, cliff blend. Yeah, looks like all of this here. Let me just double check. Halo cliffs, gulch, cliff blend. Yeah, all right. Good, good, good. We're going to try to keep this as simple as I can so that my brain doesn't explode, because this is a lot to juggle. Cliffs, gulch, cliff blend. So the material set that I'm becoming more familiar with, the devolution of chat. Yeah, I'm like peeking at what you guys are saying in chat, and in an effort not to just rant and go on an insane tangent, I'm just like, just lock in. Just ignore them. They're being stupid as hell. Just ignore them. It's fine. Okay. Looks like no, it's not quite the correct material there. But it's close. Alright, we should have a nice blend of the grass here. This harsh line right here will go away once we get this blend fully working. So, the first material on this is the rock smooth, which we had that on the, I believe, the gulch cliffs here. Cliffs gulch. Excuse me. Rock smooth was jagged. All right, yeah, smooth was material 2 on gulch. So we're gonna grab that real quick. Material 2. We're gonna copy these over onto the first one, which is rock basic detail, rock basic bump, 0.1. Okay, actually all the materials are perfect for that. We just got to get the tiling, and then we're good. So we'll do our tiling. Actually, does this use? Oh, it uses uniform tiling. There's a god. So 12, 220. Oh my god! My Halo Forges, thank you for the massive
Halo
super chat.
Assault rifle with SMG reticle to give it the Halo CE feel, please. Thank you, rejected shotgun, for your modding work. I voted for you too.
You voted for me? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so excited to see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna be like a nervous wreck when it comes around time for all of that to be put out there. I didn't really advertise myself. I still probably could. There's still time, but damn. Well, here I have a consolation here, which is this I made for my extinction mod that is not done. This is my red, but see. Oh wait, I didn't put the HUD reticle on it. Why didn't I do that? I thought this had the HUD reticle. What the fuck? I guess I could do that. I think that should be so easy. Why didn't I do that? That's literally just laughably easy. Change the sound. That's too much effort. I'll do it when I'm not lazy. Where is it? Oh, it's literally just using the default assault rifle HUD? No wonder. I never got around to actually making this a fully fleshed out weapon other than the red. It's not though? Well, you do it then if it's so easy, because I don't want to. Those are some Australian dollary does. We go to the crosshair. We switch out the bitmap. Wait, sequence index. Come on, that's not right. Oh, I forget which one is the SMG. I could cheat and go into the actual SMG, but it's kind of fun to cycle through them all. There we go. Better. That does feel good. Yeah! Versus the beta. Like, this is the beta sad soy assault rifle versus the ultra mega giga chad Halo CE red assault rifle. Oh my god, it's so good. Can we get UI to show it 60 rounds mag? Does it only show 32? You know what? I don't even care. Why am I bothering? Is it Red AR in Ultimate Forge? No, that was something I was working on for Extinction. Halo 3 AR sounds weak. Yeah, it's always been a poor sound. I'm not a big fan of it. Alright, so we got the smooth cliff part in. After that, it's grass. Okay, let's do the grass. Is that Peppy? Is that Mushy? Hear a cat meowing. Alright, the next one is grass, so let's add in our beautiful, beautiful grass. Set it to diffuse only, because the grass doesn't really have anything crazy about it. The other person posted in stream chat, did my Discord load yet? No, my Discord actually shitted the bed. Is it going to load now? There we go. Wait, did it? Oh, yeah, now I can see the images. Damn, that looks good. The high poly ghost. Clean, dude. Clean. I'm a fan. That's a lot of effort to get that in. God damn. Looking good! It's the Halo 3 ghost. Well, I guess it could be the Reach one, too, because they're nearly identical. But I love it. I fucking love it. That's a nice ass render right there, I'll tell you what. God damn. It's beautiful. Where's my grass? Give me the grass. Here's the grass. We put you, and then we put you, and then you. And let's see. Okay, so this cliff blend is 4, 100, 100. Scale uniform 4, 100, 100. And am I using, yes, the cliffs. How are we looking? Oh, it's already blending nicely. That's what I like to see. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Looking better already. Is the grass huge though? I ran some calculations, actually. I'm so glad you asked. I ran some calculations, and let me tell you something. It was possibly some of the hugest grass I have ever seen. And I'll tell you right now, I've seen a lot of grass. I know a lot of things about grass. I'm sort of a grass guy. But it's some pretty huge grass. Wait, uses the lichen normal? Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and switch material 2 to be an identical version of the other one. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Rock basic detail, and then instead of cliff high bump, it's a rock basic bump. And then this has got to get the exact same value, which is 0.120. And then the 0.12. Are we looking? I really can't tell a difference, but I think it's pretty decent so far. Ah! Pretty decent so far. It's not bad. Still noticing a very clear seam here, but maybe that's just how it do be, being how it is and all. We're almost there. We got one more material for this bit, and then we can move off of this fucking atrocious bullshit. These cliff blends, which are so nice, but God, I hate them. And the last one is the dirt rub. I just want to rub dirt all over my body. Now, where's the dirt rub? There it is. Alright, last one. Boom. Boom. And boom. Get our new scales. I don't know why I deleted those. Our new scales for this are 15, 220. 15. Is it 15? That's such an odd number to use, but alright. Okay, I guess that's it. That cliff blend is done now. Hooray, I think. Put bliss and Galo tree. No. Sorry, I don't take orders from British people. Alright, what about up here? Is terrain shared? Directly goes to Cliff's Gulch. I want to do terrain shared, dude. That's a massive texture that goes all the way to the outside of the map there. I want to make that look good, because if that doesn't look like a crappy tiled texture, then that'll be pretty cool. Pretty freaking neat, dude. Okay? British? Yeah. See what I did? Is I speak in an American accent, and I read what you wrote in a British accent. I've absolutely foiled all of your plans. You're Irish? Doesn't matter. I already read your text in a British accent. You lose. What was I doing? I'm lost. Help. This material. This one. Forge Halo terrain shared. Okay. Forge Halo terrain shared. Oh, this has its own unique blend. Time to get that. Forge Halo terrain shared blend. Oh my, it's so beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna export that out. I'm gonna put that in the video game using my incredible knowledge and prowess as a technical wizard. And now I shall make it beautiful. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. But it sure is there. Alright, time to make it not look like doo-doo stinky. Let's do it. Yay. Aren't there supposed to be like a billion trees out here? Are those must be a part of the Skybox or something. Guys, I swear to God, if you keep talking British in my chat, I'm gonna start saying some really offensive things. The United Kingdom will never recover. Alright, let's do this. First things first here, we have grass. Now you guys know me. I love me some grass. 4, 8, 200, 400. Boom, boom, boom. 4, 8. 200, 400. Okay, the grass is in. That's already starting to look better. Next material! We have more grass. What? Sorry, I said what? 15, 30, 200, 400. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine. More grass. I fail to see how that is meaningfully different, but it's there. Next material! Now it's the dirt rub. Alright, dirt rub. Right now it's using the hummus. So for the dirt rub, I'm just going to grab that from the gulch material. Dirt rub detail. Veg bump. And then the tiling on this material is 1632, 240, 480. 1632, 240, 480. How are we looking? Oh, very dirt. Very dirt. So, wow, so much dirt. Incredible. Anyways, the last material, I'm going to assume is a rock material. In fact, it is. It is a Halo Cliff Smooth Diffuse. So, we no longer need a terrain, but in fact, we'll need the Gulch Cliff. If I recall, yeah, we're going to use the Rock Basic here. Delete these. Rock Basic Detail. Rock Basic Bump. And then we're going to grab its qualities here, which are 0.120. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's good except for that environmental specular contribution. Okay, nice. So we'll grab our scales in here. And then the entirety of the outside of the map will be complete. So it's 3672. $150, $300. 3672. Oh yeah, look at that. It blends pretty well right there. You can barely even tell that the textures aren't connected. That's nice. That's nice. Creates like a little line all the way around. Oh! Bungie fucked up, dude. They fucked up. That's pretty good, though. Some of these are probably textures that I have to do separately, which is why they're a little bit funky, but with a bunch of trees out there from whenever the Skybox gets in, that's pretty good. The outside shared area is looking not too bad. Honestly, the whole Gulch area is starting to look real good. I think... oh, that's just a lighting thing. That'll be fixed once I bake lighting. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty damn good, man. All very nice. I'm a little bit confused by this part. Oh, it's because this is a part I haven't done yet. I think, yeah. No, I must have done this, because... Have I done this? Yeah, I have done this, actually. Wait, what was this, then? And I did the Montana Cliff Blend already. Seems to blend. Might just look odd because there's no lighting on the map. It'll probably look better once I get the lighting in. Alright, well, most of this Gulch area is good. That's fucking cool. I like that. I want to take a look at the water now. I'm going to see if there's anything I can do with the water to make it look good. So, the water probably uses ocean water right here. And it uses... We don't need the wave displacement array. Okay. I don't even know why I tried to open that. Hey, if you guys could not talk about British people here, please, you're kind of triggering me. Alright, ocean water. We don't need a wave slipway. We do need the watercolor, though. This is something I cannot go without. So we need Forge Halo watercolor, Forge Halo cube map ocean, and Forge Halo water shape. The water shape is the biggest, most important one. We'll get that. Dude, Alan, seriously? It's fucking rude, okay? It's not very epic. Not very epic. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, there's our water shape. We're gonna do watercolor. Ooh, look at that. That's also very nice. And then we need the cube map ocean. Oh! Okay, looks pretty good. Now, with those textures at our disposal, where did the watercolor go? Hello? There we go. Okay, with these at our disposal, we're going to run the bitmap command yet again. I'm going to try, anyway, to get the water to take on those properties. I may have to re-import the entire ocean, though, to be honest. I don't know if... I don't think the Crisps tool is able to do water very well, because it has multiple UV maps, and it seems to only export one UV map. But we'll see. So we have this, blah, blah, blah. All right, watercolor texture for our water here. Switch over to Forge Halo bitmaps. And we want the watercolor. Environment map will be the cube map ocean and wait, didn't I'm confused. Where is, watercolor, the reflection, the bank alpha stuff there. Oh, and the global shape texture, okay. Good. Oh, look at that, it looks terrible. I love the way it doesn't look correct at all. Alright, we're gonna have to compare that to the huge grass water really quickly. Huge grass remastered. Our water material is right here. Let's see, first, ocean cube map is the environment map. It's set to cube map reflection map. I think that's probably going to be our biggest problem here. Set this to cube map reflection map. Save and re-import. Good. Oh, that's a start. Holy fuck, it's so bright. That's a start, though. Oh my god, it's like fucking chrome, dude. Oh, my eyes. Alright, next would be... What would the next thing be? Ocean, cube map, huge grass ocean is the watercolor texture. Does this need to be a specific type? Just a diffuse map? Got its alpha mask built into it. Make sure mine does, too. Got the texture, no alpha mask, guess I'll die. That's actually totally fine, and that's totally not a problem, and that's also fine. Alright, the multi-channel 3 is also just imported as a diffuse map. Got blues and yellows and stuff. My multi-channel, make sure that's in the right spot. Yeah, global shape texture is the only place it's supposed to be. So theoretically this should work. I think the reason it's not, though, is because, sadly, because I need to redo all the UVs for the water. Very, very bright. Very bright. Probably have to tone that way the hell down. In fact, I'm just going to switch that back to the old one. That felt a lot more like Halo 3 and hurt my eyes a lot less. Alright, that's a little bit better. We'll perfect the water later on. I was just hoping that I could get some proper texture stuff going on, but guess not. Okay, now that we got all that working, I think what will be the next fun part to work on here? I think people will forge women in Ultimate Forge like I did in Halo 3 Classic. They better, alright? I have expectations of people. Reasonable ones. And if they don't make women out of spawn points in Ultimate Forge, why did I even make the mod, dude? What was even the point? Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well, that cup of coffee I drank earlier is now coursing its way violently through my system, so I'm going to go AFK real quick. I will be right back. All right. Oops, I was muted. We're back. Why Forge World in 3? Because it's awesome and an amazing addition to Ultimate Forge. Look, these are the Valhalla Forge Towers, or Valhalla Towers as a Forge object. I was able to just place 2 of them down and make Valhalla Gulch, or Blood Valhalla. Is this going up on the GitHub? Sure. My hope is to put all of Ultimate Forge up on the GitHub, so this map will be on there as well. So far, it's looking pretty good. We've gotten, I think, most of the cliffs in the Halo 3 style down pretty well. Obviously, there's no lighting on the map yet, so it all looks very flat, and, you know, we're clearly missing some materials at the moment, but it's not bad. Alright, let's do this cliff texture now. Honestly, I want to use the high snowy cliff texture a bit more. I think it looks so good. It's all over the place here, and it's just such a nice contrasty texture with good reflection. I might have to go back in on some of these and add a little bit more interesting contrast and things. Though I think when I do the lighting on this, it'll end up being pretty good. Going to play Hemorrhage in Halo 3, we'll be able to make your own. It'll be awesome. Because not only will you have, you know, a lot of the Halo Reach objects in this mod, but also you'll have cool things like cliffs that you'll be able to place down yourself. You'll be able to place down giant terrain pieces so that you can build your own terrain on this map and kind of edit Forge World, so to speak, by adding terrain into it. It was extremely easy to just place one of these big Ultimate Forge objects here and bridge this and create like a gigantic land bridge here. I mean, you could do it way better than this if you actually put in like a little bit of effort, more than what I am right now, but look at that. Land bridge. And then you're like, oh, you know what, I want to like close it off. Well, that's easy. Just, you probably grab a bigger cliff than this one, but here's using the small cliff. I can just, boom. I love it. I'm aware. I know you're aware. I was just showing it off just so that everybody could see, because I know some people in the stream may not be aware of like what Ultimate Forge can do. So you can do all this and create your own awesome Forge World editions. And I'll also be expanding the area. So Reach, obviously for good reasons, blocked you from going outside the map in a lot of ways, but here I'm probably going to expand the barriers a decent bit. Like, obviously you can place down your own gigantic barriers in Forge, in Ultimate Forge, but I am planning to expand the area in which you can fly. So like the soft barriers will go like much further out in the ocean. That way, if you felt like you wanted to build your own islands and things out here and make your own map that's kind of far away from the rest of the terrain and geometry, you'll have space to build out here and do a lot of cool stuff. It'll be like Forge World, Super Forge World. Look, there's an entire new island now with 2 Forge objects. How crazy is that? What do you think you still have left? Not much. Ultimate Forge is done. I'm just adding a new map to it, which means I'm basically just doing all the materials, making it look pretty, and then I need to like bake the lighting, and then I can literally just copy and paste all the objects that are all done from Ultimate Forge, put them in here. Water looks nice. It'll look a lot better. It'll look a lot better. This is actually broken. The water's totally broken right now, but it'll look much, much better once I have it finalized. Right now there's no waves or foam. It doesn't blend in with the ground at all. It just kind of touches the ground harshly. You can't even see the little underwater area that you can drive across here. It'll look much, much better. ODST aircraft carrier tag would go hard out there. True. Very true. Alright, let's get these cliffs in real quick. Make these proper. We got a whole lot of materials to do. So first things first, let's open up the beach material for this. Forge Halo Cliffs Beach right here. And let's also open up Forge Cliffs Gulch as a little helper. And let's see, this uses Cliffs Beach blend, which we don't have. So let's grab that from Reach really quickly. We want the beach blend right here. Put that into Halo 3 now. Here is our beach blend. Alright, already better. You can see the proper texture zones for all of this. Not bad, not bad. And the first thing we want here is going to be the lichen, which is one of these, I'm sure of it. I think I need the Montana cliffs for this. Yeah. So the very first texture will be... Is this at Cliff High Veg Detail? Yeah, this is it. Okay, it's the very large ones. Sorry, brain fart. 80, 150 for the tiling on this. 80, 150. Okay. Honestly, don't love how that looks. There's a lot of moss. Very, very green, but maybe it'll look better because I think it's double moss here right now. Yeah, there is. Okay, so that'll look a lot better here in a second. So the second material is the Jagged Cliff, and the other thing styled after the Blades dashboard. Yeah! I did it myself. Very proud of it. Came out decent. It's hardly perfect, but I appreciate you noticing the detail. It's a lot of fun. Any like tips or super chats and stuff come through as little achievements. I animated them all fancy with like different tiers and stuff. Spent a good 2-3 days on it. It was very fun. Alright, jagged. Does this have jagged on the gulch? It's rough, jagged. So material 1 on gulch is the one I need to copy. Cool. Put this in. It's going to be cliff high diffuse. Oh, wait, this one's already correct. Down to 0.2. Perfect. All right, then I just need to set the scaling, which will be 10, 80, and 10. Okay, progress is looking good. Now we're going to move on to material 2. Material 2 is the Cliff Rough B. I believe the Montana one had Cliff Rough B on it, so I got to find the equivalent that I did here. Cliff Rough B is material 2 on Montana. Let's check that out. Material 2. It's rock basic with these specular values. Let's set those now. Rock basic. And rock basic bump. Specular values are 0.1, 20, nothing there, 0.1 and 0.2. And the scaling values are 10, 150, and 10. Almost there. It looks way too mossy because the last material here is the one that needs to be fixed the most, which doesn't exist. Oh crap, okay. So we will just set material 3 to off. Alright, so that's what our cliffs are looking like right now. Not bad. They don't blend at the top yet, but they will. That's not too bad though. That feels very Halo 3, but also fairly accurate to what Forge World should look like. So, no complaints from me. That's pretty nice. How easy is it to rip Halo Reach maps? I've been trying to have 0 luck. I'm terrible at Blender, so I just don't know. It's actually super easy. Because there's an amazing Blender add-on called Foundry by the creator I Love a Good Crisp. And, I mean, shoot, you want to see how I grabbed Forge World? I'll show you. I have my Halo Reach mod tools here. And I have the Foundry add-on installed. You can see it's set to Halo Reach here at the top, aka Omaha. All I had to do is go to my Foundry tab, set this to a scenario, aka a map. And because I was doing it for Halo 3, I did Halo scale on the positive X, but either way works. So anyway, I set it basically as a scenario here. Go to my Halo Reach mod tools. I found this tag right here. Where is it? Forge Halo.scenario, or scenario structure BSP. This is the actual map file. Drag it in, click Foundry import. That's it. All I had to do was drag it into Blender with the add-on. And you'll see it'll unpack everything perfectly. I don't think this gets all the textures. Getting the textures, especially with certain complex materials, is rather tricky. There are other ways I'm sure you can get the materials, but this will import it perfectly. And that ports into Halo 3 easily. No, I had to do a lot of fixing up. Well, not even that much fixing up. But mostly, yeah. After I converted what needed to be converted, it worked really well. Basically, things like these trees, for example, in the awesome add-on here for Halo Reach and Halo 4 Foundry that I used to import it, you can see each object is set as like instance geometry, but this doesn't work for Halo 3, so I had to do it manually. To set something as instance geometry in Halo 3, I just had to go to each object, add a little % sign, maybe a question mark to choose how it light maps, and then that tree is now going to work in Halo 3. You basically just have to have done enough Halo 3 mapping to kind of understand what the symbols mean and like what they do, and there's like a whole wiki for it, which I use all the time. Oh, dude, C20 Reclaimers is down. What the hell? No! Come back! Why is C20 Reclaimers down right now? I don't need it right now. I was just going to use it as an example, but damn. Unlucky, man. Will the poly count be too powerful for Halo 3? I thought it would have been. I did not think this would work. I thought it actually would have been too high, but all I had to do was split the map up just a little bit more, and it just worked because Bungie did such a great job optimizing it originally. The only thing I had to do was to realize that, okay, Halo Reach can handle double the amount of detail in a zone, and so accounting for that, I just used this giant portal in the shape of a cross to split the map a little bit more into a couple smaller subsections so that Halo 3 could handle it. And, you know, it split the map into 4 sections there. And the map already had some of these areas blocked off. And once I did that, the different zones of the map were small enough that Halo 3 just accepted it. Shockingly. It took a really long time, and it's a really heavy, dense map. It'll probably take like a whole day to light map it, but it worked. Those are way better than the portals in the original one you did? Yeah, well, those were just like overkill portals because I didn't know how many I was really going to need. I scaled it back, and it still worked, so it really didn't need much more. Thank you. Yeah, I got you, heroes. If you want to know any more information, I'll try to help out however I can. Alright, so these cliffs are nice. We're going to do the cliff blend for this real quick, the beach cliff blend, which should be right around here. This basically circles all the areas atop the cliffs here that I just did. So all of these need their little blend in here so that it looks good. So let's do that. Forge Halo Cliffs, beach, cliff blend. This will make it look purty. That's Cliffs Beach, and then the one it's going to be blending with on top is Gulch Talus? Really? Okay, that's fine. So we want the Gulch Talus, which is used up there. So that's Terrain, Gulch, Talus. So these are the 2 materials we'll be blending from. I'm just going to keep them over to the side. And then in the Halo Reach editing kit, we're going to grab the material we need, which is Beach. Is it Cliff Beach or Terrain Beach? I forgot already. Cliff Beach Cliff Blend. Okay. Have any other questions? Can I reach out in Discord? Feel free. Probably better if you write it in my Discord server, because I'm kind of bad about checking new DMs. So if you just ping me there and ask me some questions in like the modding help section or something, I can get back to you easier that way. Cliff, beach, blend, 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 blend. Lovely. All right. Cliffs, beach, cliff blend. Let's choose our blend map. Okay, we can already see good results as it's looking a little bit more natural. You appreciate it? Yeah, of course. I got you. Like if there was a side YouTube channel where you go on long, useful rants on this, it's not a bad idea. Though when it comes to tutorials and things, I like to be really concise and specific with what I show. That way it's a lot nicer. All right, first thing we have is smooth, then we have grass, then we have a rough cliff. Okay, and it's only 3, so let's switch this to be just 3 materials for this one. Now, when it comes to the smooth, I believe the Cliff Montana had the smooth. This one have smooth? No, although I do know what the smooth is, actually, I remember, so that's fine. Smooth was the rock basic one, which actually is correct here. Yeah, that's smooth right there. So let's get the scale in for that real quick. So it's 60, 260, 60, 260, and then we can just move on to the next one already. So it's material 1 here, which in here is grass, and then cliff rough, so let's just put the grass in super quick. That's nothing crazy. Ground veg overlay for grass as the main texture. Then, that's gravel. Overlay B for grass, veg detail, which is the grass, and then the veg bump, which is the grass bump map. And the tiling on that is 10, 130, 130. There's still one more rock texture we need, but that's starting to look good. Covenant rock! Ah! Thank you for the 3. Dude, it shocks me. I shouldn't be shocked, but for any of you guys who missed the stream yesterday, Forge World uses the Covenant rock from Halo 3 fucking everywhere, dude. All of these rocks right here are the Covenant rock. All of them. I'm not joking. Every fucking one of them is the Covenant rock. That's the Covenant rock. That's the 4 Covenant rocks stacked inside of each other. It's fucking atrocious. I will say, okay, it's a little better. It's a little better because they do have more rocks than just that. It's not just that one. But it's still, it hurts a lot. Why is this rock so goddamn shiny? Oh, that must be the last one I haven't done yet. So that's the rough B cliff, which, if I remember, is on the Montana one. Let's see. Full on rough B cliff, jagged, rough B. Yeah, right here. So rough B is material 2 on Montana. Let me grab Montana so I can make sure I know which one that is. Cliffs, Montana. There you are. Material 2. So it's just more rock basic. 0.120. Yeah, it's literally just a duplicate of rock basic. Okay. Damn, that's a shame. I really ought to create more variety. These are going to look kind of uninteresting as far as cliffs go. Is it 0.1, 20, 0.1, 0.2? I've practically got these values memorized for how many times I've had to input them already. And the tiling on this one is 10, 150, 10. Alright, that blends. Yeah, very clean, very clean. What's up with this? Why is that so not clean? Ew. I'm not gonna worry about it. If that's how it is in Halo Reach, that's how it is here, and there's nothing I can do to change it. It's looking good though. This whole area is now complete, essentially. This feels like it's a little bit off. Oh, this must be a new area that I haven't done yet. Alright. Oh, that's Cliffs Beach. Why is Cliffs Beach? You know what? Whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. That's the top of a rock, so it actually works. Peak mods locking in. I am locked the fuck in, dude. I know that we don't have lighting yet, but you know what we can do? Fly ourselves a pelican. Come in! I'm genuinely excited to see this map with light maps and stuff. For the most part, this area over here is done. I do need to go back into the cave. Make that. Oh, you know what? That is very shiny. I kind of like how shiny it is, but it doesn't match here. That's going to throw me off hard. Let's fix that before I lose track of it and never notice it again. Yeah, Montana has it be shiny on whatever one that is. Montana Cliff Blend does not. Alright, which one is shiny on Montana, and how do I put it on everything else? Because that looks good. Reflectivity is 0.515. Is that it? 0.120, 0.530. Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's got like the snowy bits. It's using this value. I really like how that looks. So that is cliff snowy high. Yeah, it's because this one doesn't have a diffuse specular on it. Values to match are 0.5, 30, 5.2, 0.4. Okay. Yeah, now they blend perfectly. That's good. Alright. Not bad. Oh my god, this with zero lighting versus crappy simple lighting. Yeah. Was it the weird whistling noise? Oh, it's me flying really fast away from the pelican. Thread the needle. Ah! I meant to do that actually. That was completely on purpose. Alright, I'm happy with this area now. It's all mostly good. I don't think I'm missing any materials, am I? That's Gulch tiles. Yeah, that's good too. Save for the cave, we should be alright. I'll have to go in later and actually get the proper textures for the cave, because it looks funky as hell in here, especially the water. But I'm not really concerned about getting the cave right now. I really want to get the ocean water working. It's bugging the hell out of me that it looks so bad. I think the solution is just going to be the usual, which is... Oh god, why is there a giant line through everything? Clearly purposeful, but it's freaky looking. Must be where the soft barrier is or something. No, I don't even know. Is it the portal? Oh, it is the portal. That's so odd that there's a line through it for the portal. Oh, whatever. So, I want to make the water work. In order to make the water work, I need to open huge grass and double check my UVs. So, where is huge grass? I know I've opened it recently. Maps, huge grass. There it is. Okay. The reason I wanted to open huge grass was because the water I used here would be pretty ideal to have for the layout that everything is on Forge World. So this is the reason I wanted to check though, because if you look at the water, it's actually got a bunch of UV maps. First UV map, it's somewhere. It's really high up and also gigantic, so I'm gonna do that. Look at the UVs here. Okay, this is gigantic, so that's probably fun. The second UV map is pretty much the same. We'll go UV, make a new one. The second one, I guess we'll leave the same. The third one is actually fitted to it, to the like texture and everything. Or it should be anyway. How the f... I need to check the water shader real quick. Is this like tiled at all? I am genuinely confused. It's got to be like a top down, right? Wave displacement array, blah blah blah, who cares? No, the watercolor texture here. Okay, I think it's UV unwrapped from the top down. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Grab that. I'm gonna quickly add a material that I can visually see on top of this. Use nodes, we're gonna add a image texture into here. I'm gonna use the water shape texture for it. We're gonna go back to UV editing. I'm gonna view it with textures on. We're gonna use the water shape here. And then for this third UV map, I should be able to project from view. Oh, flawless.
One thing I'm looking
Nearly.
forward to is Forge World not being so cold and muted. Having a brighter theme being in Halo 3 will make it look a lot better.
I think
That's
so
one
too.
Of the few things I don't like about some of Reach's multiplayer maps, even though it makes sense.
Yeah, hard agree. Thank you for the 3 Moda Gamer. I hard agree with that. I think it'll be kind of huge to have this in like a much brighter Halo 3 kind of like almost happy style. Where Halo 3 is just so bright and beautiful, and this map is too bright right now because, you know, there's no shadows baked in yet, but like I 100% agree. I think it'll be really nice. I'm going to try and, you know, mimic the exact same location of the sun, so all the shadows should match up pretty well to how Reach looks and everything, but yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so this should work, and then the last UV thing I need to do is this one, which is identical. Okay, theoretically this just works. The downside here is that I have to save this and export it out and then put it back into Halo 3, which is going to take a while, but it's got to be done. Especially while I'm streaming, it takes quite some time. And I really have nothing more I can do for this at the moment other than more textures. Yay! Yay. I'm not going to do the beach cave here because that sounds boring. I want to do the island. The island, man. Let's see. Oh, I can't even check the textures, actually. I lied. We're just going to fuck around for the time being. I want to build stuff. Let me delete all my crates, my crate objects, my vehicles. Let's enjoy our Forge World Canyon a little bit. Why would you go to that island? Because it's the best one. It's the you know what? That's actually a very good point. You know what we could do instead is we could make our own island. You're absolutely right. In fact, my island is going to connect to this island here, like this. And you can go to my island and just drive to it.
Halo 3 is finishing the fight, so it's happy Halo reaches we are losing, and it's depressing. While that works in Reach, I think a lot of the maps would benefit having a different style, especially for Forge. It always felt kinda boring in Reach for me.
No, I totally get what you mean. The vibe aesthetically is totally different in Reach compared to 3. And I mean, like, you can see how bright and happy and sunny everything feels here just by copying the mission, the Covenant's art style and materials. So I totally get what you're saying. But that was one of the things that I can agree with you heavily on there that I didn't like about Reach, is just how grungy and dim everything felt. When are you going to finish exporting? Yeah, I think these cliffs just feel a little bit dull. I'm gonna have to make those look a little better. I mean, one of the reasons I'm re-importing right now and hoping that the water will look better is because this looks terrible to me, and I can't even see underneath anything. It sucks. Speaking of all that, though, where's the watercolor doesn't have any alpha. The water shape does have alpha, which is good, but I don't think the water shape was able to do anything because the UVs were so screwed up in Blender. So I just, by importing those textures, it just genuinely didn't even do anything. I haven't imported water physics either, so you know, I'm not splishing and splashing around here yet. Driving around the ugly, unfinished texture part of the map. We gotta go to the actually good-looking part of the map. There we go. Oh, the textures are actually cared for here. Things look correct. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Blender, we good? Oh, we're good. Okay. Damn, what the fuck? Why did that get so much bigger? I don't think I changed anything meaningful. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, no, that was correct. Okay. Sure. Structures. Halo. This will take a while to import, but hopefully it makes our water look good once it does get in. All these textures actually working is making me very happy. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 3-man. Appreciate it.
That's another reason why Reach will always be lower on my list than 2 and 3. As
Start.
good as it is, I don't care as much for depressing stories. When it's put in
fair.
sequence, it's amazing, but on its own, it just doesn't hold up as well personally.
I'm not going to argue with you on that, that's for sure. I do like it in the sense that it does feel like a decently good, sad story, but I get what you mean. It's like... it feels so different from the other games in that way. I like it in like a standalone thing personally, but to be honest, it's not my favorite. Halo 3 will always be my favorite. It's got a grand story, and Halo 3 does have its sad moments, you know, it really does. And seeing Forge Worlds in this beautiful Halo 3 grand, epic way, yeah, just makes me so happy. Halo 2 vibe when? That's what the Halo 2 Forge was all about. I got my fix of Halo 2 vibes in there. It was good. Where do I find the sky stuff anyway? I'm trying to make my first map. What does that mean? What's sky stuff? Like skyboxes? I want to reuse this skybox. Oh, if you have a map with a skybox, usually it's a scenery tag. Or a skybox is a scenery tag that's in a map's levels sky folder. If you're talking about this sky, this is a custom one, but it's based off of the... it's just a modified version of the mission The Covenant. Please! I just want to see if my water works. Please! Please! The grass is also just the grass from the mission The Covenant. All of these This whole map is just assets from the mission The Covenant. Because The Covenant is the classic Halo Alpine vibe. It's actually crazy how ODST and Reach both have a Covenant invasion, yet tones feel so different. There's so much levity in Alpha 9 during the day. Just as Satan surely is a message. Yeah, it's like very different takes. Like you can make... It's like in a very similar way to how Helldivers does things comedically and chaotically around a very similar type of vibe. Like you could interpret that exact same situation in many different like ways through so many different perspectives. And that's cool as fuck, to be honest. I think it's really cool. Okay, this shininess, I'm gonna have to match this. I want my cliffs to be shiny. I think Halo deserves cool, shiny, rocky cliffs. Party. Yo, Modern Gamer, thanks for the 420, man. Appreciate it.
Halo 2 is my favorite because the hope on the horizon and we are starting to win. Halo 3 is the ending and closes it all, but it doesn't exist without Halo 2.
Too true.
Also, Halo 2 has the most badass music, and that is W and epic.
Also true. Yeah, Halo 3's music is a lot more somber and sad and like mellow. Save for like Finish the Fight, which just absolutely slaps. But yeah, Halo 2 is my favorite soundtrack, favorite story. Halo 3 just vibe-wise is the best, and if you argue with me, you're wrong. You just have to take my word for it. I'm right. Of course. Obviously. I really want to light map this map, but I just can't. There's too many errors, there's too many things that are incorrect and wrong. God, but I want to! I think I might not even use... Well, I'll have to use parts of the actual Halo Reach Skybox, like the water and stuff that's supposed to go out there. But low-key, I might just keep this Skybox, because it's very Halo 3. You know, like rotate the ring into the correct position, move the sun into the correct position. And then just only use what's absolutely necessary from the Reach Skybox. I think that'll end up being the best result. Say mandatory Pelican brake? Yeah. I might switch out to my old keyboard though. I can't drive anything because my W key just like stops working. You know what? You guys can have a chair break, okay? You can have your chair break. I'm gonna go AFK again. Enjoy the chair while this imports. I won't be longer than just a wee minute. Be right back. It's getting there, brother. Almost there. Yeah, I'm loving them American flags in the chat. Hell yeah, America. Okay, stop spamming. Stop fucking spamming. America is great, though. We're good because we do things then stuff, and you just gotta take my word for that. I'll tell you what, we are the best at things. Yerp. Teal shirt? Actually, it's green. My green shirt. And my lighting in this room is fucking wacky. Wacky and weird and wild. Please import. I really want my nice ocean. This is very important to me. I suppose we could do textures. Dude, why does this look so fucking hideous? I need to, like, find a way to blend this better. This is bugging the hell out of me. That can't be right. Like, I know it's correct here, but the UVs that Bungie did on it are just atrocious. Like, it's sure it can't be, like, that bad. There's no way. Scarab rig? Ooh, we should spawn a scarab, actually. That's a great idea. We should spawn the E3 scarab! Ooh, the harvester popped up. We gotta put that in. I don't think Zophie's around still, but Zophie would love to see the harvester on this map. Check reach? I will. I need to see how it looks there. See if they did something to, like, hide it or something. Oh! Oh! It's the ocean! The waves are weird, but the texture's in! Looks like the shape isn't taking. The color's there, though. Very bold colors. No, wait, the foam is in. What about the bank alpha? Is the bank alpha not taking? Bank alpha is from shape texture. Mine should be the same. Forge halo. Where's my ocean water? Bank alpha is... yeah, it's paint. AKA from texture. Oh, wait. Does it need to be like... I might have to add it to the actual diffuse texture of... I think it might just be handled differently in between Reach and Halo 3. Yeah, watercolor texture for my huge grass ocean here. Nothing crazy, but the alpha channel, yeah, that's definitely something. Okay, so that should be a pretty easy fix, actually. In order to get the correct bank out. This is a very nice texture, by the way. It's kind of blurry and weird, and I might have to, like, tone it down intensity-wise, but I think maybe when I add the alpha texture to it, it'll work. It looks like I also offset the UVs just a little bit too much. I might have to push it back a little, but it's close, and that's what matters for now. And also make the waves a bit more intense. The tiling is a little off. I'll have to tweak all of these values to make it look better. Why do I have so much nostalgia specifically for the Paradiso version of Forge World? I don't know, but I feel it too. Okay, this and this. So here, yeah. So what I need to do is grab this, go layer mask from transparency, grab this, all of this texture here, and go into here, add an alpha channel, and match it up to a precise 2048, like so. And that should do the trick. Re-import our bitmaps and hopefully... there we go. The color is extremely bright, but the actual parts here are much more correct. Looks like my UVs are a little off. You can tell because they're still a little bit kind of coming up to the edges there. Alright, let's tone down the actual watercolor a bit. Water diffuse. There's a whole lot of tweaking I gotta do here. When did Reach come out? 2010? Yeah, 2010. Watercolor coefficient is 1. I'm gonna turn it to 0.5, and let's see how that changes it. 0.1? 0. Oh, this is huge grass. Wait, I'm editing the wrong one. Watercolor coefficient 1 to 0.5. 0.1. Okay, that honestly just darkens it, which isn't too bad though. Let's do 0.5. I think 0.5 looks pretty good. Just a bit. I like the brightness, I just don't like the saturation. I might manually desaturate it. Let me try one more thing though, which is to change the environment map to the Halo Reach one. Right now it's using the Ocean Cube map from the mission The Covenant in Halo 3, and I am going to swap that out for the one I imported from Reach, and then I'll probably have to like tone it down a lot because I'm pretty sure I have the settings kind of like overkill. Oh yeah, that is definitely overkill. Let's take the cube map reflection coefficient down to like 1. Honestly, I think I liked the Halo 3 one a bit better. What? How did I break it? Oh, that's the watercolor texture. Oops. Oopsies. I broke everything. We want the watercolor for the watercolor texture. Oh, and it auto-fills it in there. Good. Oh! Okay, set that to 1. Ocean cube map, environment map. Reflection coefficient was at 6 before. And then from above, we have watercolor texture for the bank alpha, which is good. And then I honestly just think the color's a bit too intense. Sunspot cut is 0.001. What if I set that to like 1? No, that didn't really change too much. Set the reflection coefficient from 6 to 1. Oh, that's good too. I think I'm just going to cut the watercolor down a bit like that. I think that's pretty good. Now, when it comes to things like the foam here, this definitely needs to be tweaked. This foam is massive and moving too fast. It was made for a completely different size of water, and it makes it look honestly kind of bad. So I'm going to fix that right now. Okay, minimal wave disturbance is 0.2. Maximum murkiness. Oh, so this is refraction. We're going to grab the foam. Scale is going to be from 0.6 to 6. Looks better already. The translation on it is going to get doubled the amount of time it takes. Texture scale, we're going to double that. No, we're going to 10x it like we did with the other one, and all the translation times are going to get doubled as well. So they're slower. And that was definitely too much. We're going to cut these down. So that's texture detail versus the main foam texture. So these to 1. Let's bring these back to their original speeds and then kind of tweak it from there. 28 goes to 14. It's looking a little better. Though I think they actually need to be in reverse. I'm going to reverse these because it makes more sense given the actual structure of Forge World, that the waves kind of come into the shore like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. The water looks nice, but because this is such a large scale map, it looks flat and the waves are too small. So I need to scale everything up. I'm going to go crazy with this. I'm going to set this from 0.14 to 1.4 and see what happens. Didn't really notice a difference there. Wait, I think I see it there. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try something dumb. I'm gonna 10x all these values. Okay, that's something. I'm gonna take the wave slope arrays and 10x them. Oh my god. I'll leave that at 1.4. Choppiness forward, choppiness side. Detail, slope, scale. Wave displacement, array scale, uniform. I'm gonna put that to 4. Oh my god. Was 0.4. I'm gonna set that to 0.8. And then I'll just kind of let you guys see the changes. Okay, the wave sizes, I think it's like 0.6. I guess a little better. Wave height. Honestly, not seeing a huge change there. I think that might be a bump. It was 0.16, I think. I'm gonna change it to 16. Whoa. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Maybe like 10? Oh my god. Oops. We're getting somewhere. It's starting to feel kind of oceany the way those waves are working. They just don't feel very tall at the moment. And their scale honestly might be a bit too big. I'm gonna bring that back to what it was here. So I kind of like how that looks, but I'll probably have to tweak the actual scale values. But there is a value somewhere. 0.6 to 6 maybe? No, that was the one that I changed before. That wasn't it. Wave height is 10. I'm going to do 100 and see what happens. No, that's not this actual value that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 3D wave height. There's always a value here that I find hard to find. Detail slopes, maybe 2.5? Whoa, no. Wait, what's with this sudden change in the water texture here? Oh, there's waves here, but not elsewhere? Oh my god. I may have fucked up. But why is it still 2D? Oh, they're 3D here where it comes in. Oh, I see. The choppiness is just handled by the shape texture. Gotcha. And my UVs are definitely a little off. That should be over a bit further. So like this is actually properly choppy in the way that it should be. And it probably is, yeah, a little bit like that over here, though, a bit more chill. Around the rocks it looks like it gets, no, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set these back to the default values I had before. All my wave shape values, I'm going to set these back. 0.14, 0.07, 0.75, 1.39, 0.84, Then we have 0.40 to 0.16, 0.3, 0.45, times 2 to 1.2, 4.5, 12. Okay. That chilled all the water back out. We look over here where the actual larger waves were. I'm going to use this as a testing ground to see specifically where certain things ought to be. First and foremost, I'm going to set that. So that's not it. Detail slope steepness, no. I think wave height set to 1.6 might have been it. No. No, that just tiles it. God damn it. Which one of these values was it? 3 to 4.5 maybe? No. Okay, it was that. It was those three. It gets really fucked up over here, so I have to be careful. So I'm going to bring these back, and then I'm going to slowly tweak them up until things don't look weird everywhere. Actually, wait, does Reach use the same type? Because if it does, I could just probably do that. Wave displacement, array. Displacement range X and Y are 0.2. Is there a Z? 0.3 for the Z. Everything still looks normal. That's good. What about over here? Does it end up looking good over here? Doesn't look crazy by any means. I'm just going to try copying as much as I can from Reach. Slope array scale. .5 to 0.5. And it has like a transition wave. Aux height is 0.4. Onikai! Good to see you! Thank you so much for 19 months of membership. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. So this is Ultimate Forge World. I think 343 should have done this for all games at MCC. Yeah, you could call it Ultimate Forge World. It's Ultimate Forge and Forge World. So, definitely accurate. Yeah. We got the entire this side of the map textured correctly. Trying to do the water right now is kind of a pain, but we're getting there. It's working. We obviously have some work to do still, but this is, what, technically just like 6-ish hours of work on start to finish where it's at. Halo game that nearly had Forge Worlds Infinite. God, they should have added that. That would have just been an easy, easy win. Yeah, wave height aux, and then time warp was 8 seconds. I have 1.8, I'll do 8. And what about the regular time warp? Was also 8 seconds. That feels way too slow. Screw that, I'm going back to 1.8. That looked way better that way. Maybe I'll slow it down a bit, but that's not too bad. Alright, what else? Wave slope array scales. I'm gonna start from the top again. Displacement range. What if I could just yoink this texture from Reach and put it into 3? That'd be interesting. Am I serious? If you're talking about the amount of work, yes. But if you're talking about Halo Infinite almost having Forge World, also yes. Wait, wave displacement, array translation. Can I do that? Wave displacement, array, translate X, and translate Y. Wave displacement, array translate X goes 0 to -1 at 10. Wave displacement, array Y is nothing. Wave height is 0.3. Wave displacement array scale X. It's 0.2 for both, though this might not be wise here. Because I don't have the same array. Maybe I'll delete those. That's a little better. Modded Gamer, dude. Thank you for the 69. Appreciate. Thank you.
My favorite Halo list. This time not a meme.
Alright.
Number 1 Halo 2.
Valid.
Number 2 Halo 3.
Valid.
Number 3 Halo Reach.
Valid.
Number 4 Halo Wars 2. Number 5 Halo ODST.
Okay.
Number 6 Halo CE.
Fair.
Number 7 Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Number 8 Halo 4.
Yeah.
Number 9 Halo 5.
Yeah,
This
100%.
is more based off campaign than MP. Also I enjoyed Halo 4's. It still felt kinda Halo.
No, I totally get you. I think it's totally valid. I personally agree pretty hard with that. Halo Wars 2, I didn't really... Maybe I'm just not enough of an RTS guy. The real-time strategy versus something like Civ, where it's like turn-based strategy, that's more my thing. But I see it. I see what you're saying. Slope scaler. Do I have a slope scaler? Hello! Choppiness forward is 5. Choppiness backwards is 5. Choppiness side is 1. Detail slope X. Oh, there's nothing else there. Alright, it looks like the rest is up to me when it comes to the water now. Ooh, not bad.
Also I forgot HW1 it would be between CE and Infinite for me.
Between CE and Infinite? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Halo Wars 2 is definitely better than Halo Wars 1, but I do have a very big soft spot for Halo Wars 1, to be honest. But I'm not going to argue with that. Honestly, one of the nice things that I'm hoping for from the CE remake is that it'll make CE an even more enjoyable game. Because I think CE is a good game, but I think it's been so long. Since it was made, that it's just really hard for people to get into it. Guys, I solved the water. What do you think? Ship it.
Halo 3 ODST has best campaign. If you disagree, you fent folding.
What the fuck, the rock hard Johnson? Hey, thank you for the 2. It is the best campaign? It has a good campaign. One could say a very good campaign. The best, though? Why is it so smooth? This needs more choppiness. This was at 5 before. Oh god, what have I done? Oh my god! Take it all back. I think for water, this will do for now. It's not perfect. I definitely want to make it better. But it'll do. It'll do. Could certainly be a lot worse. We got some nice waves here. They just look like jelly. I feel like it could be so much better. Give the beach some sand. We have dirt. We got wet dirt. That's the best I got for you. I tried sand, and to be honest, it looked horrible. So, wet dirt is where I draw the line, I'm afraid. Water looks better, though. That makes me happy. No last resort sand? I tried that sand, and it looked totally and wildly out of place. OBC remake expands the sandbox. Halo 2, 3 vehicle physics, brings back dual wielding, expands the Covenant species with drones and engineers. You may get all of your dreams, because the rumors that have so far checked out from Rebs and others have said that it runs on Halo Reach's engine, and Halo Reach natively has all the things that you just listed. Literally all of them. Except the physics, which would be Halo Reach physics, which I would argue are also really, really good. I mean, I don't really need to argue that. I think most people would agree, but, you know. You may get none of your dreams also? No. To be honest, I'm noticing, like, when I pop on Twitter, a lot of people are like, Turbo Sim, thank you for the 2!
Fent?
Yeah. 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 Now, when I get on Twitter, thank you for the 2. When I get on Twitter, people are like, no, we shouldn't believe these rumors and stuff. Dude, I don't know. I'm looking at it from the sidelines, and all of the rumors are checking out so far. They're all checking out. Everything is lining up. It looks like it will be, in fact, running on the Reach engine underneath, under the hood. Obviously, Unreal Engine 5 for visuals, but so seems like that's what's gonna happen. This shit looks amazing. We're getting there. It's still messy. We got weird stuff, but this area over here is starting to look pretty good. We got all the textures in place pretty good, you know, all the pathways and stuff. Not bad. And, you know, because this is running on my Ultimate Forge mod in Halo 3, we can put a Valhalla Tower Forge objects down and make ourselves Valhalla Gulch. You know, don't mind all that. We're getting there. Rumors are you're bald. Well, those rumors are false! My lovely head of hair would easily disagree with you. Also, just gonna say it, you freaking stink, dude. Alright. God, doing these textures sucks. Like, it's satisfying in the end, but also, holy shit, it makes my brain hurt so much. I say we do the island now. Island would be satisfying and rewarding. Would make me happy. How much do we have on the island? Terrain island. Okay, I mean, there's terrain island, and then there's shoreline. Oh, the way that it is makes me sad. Oh. Oh! Jesus Christ. Scarab break. Oh yeah, I never spawned in the scarabs. Solid point. Oh man, this map is bigger than I gave it credit for. The scarab fits pretty comfortably here in the gulch area. Something in my design? No, this is, well, some of it is, because I retextured it and remodeled a lot of it, but the base design that was based off of came from the first Halo Wars game. During E3 2007, when the game had a very different art style, the Scarab looked essentially like this, and I remodeled a lot of it and did a high-res texture version of it that I painted myself, and this is the end result. Plus, I gave it like an interior and stuff. That was all custom from the ground up. Let me up! Let me up! Yeah, not my original design, but a lot of the smaller details and all the textures and remodel and stuff, for the most part, is. Can I go down in this thing? I like it. Maybe? No. Maybe? I didn't have it set to high enough of a level to go down. Once we touch the island over here, I'll go down, I'm sure. Reinterpreted a concept design, basically? Yeah, although it was actually made as like a working unit in the game, I believe, early on, but yeah. In the end, obviously, the original Halo Wars Scarab was basically a Halo 3 Scarab, but in the more cartoony Halo Wars art style. I think this one is way cooler, though, personally. I think this one looks sick. It's like a hybrid of the Halo 2 Scarab and the Halo 3 Scarab. I think it's big. Yeah, it's about the height of the Halo 3 Scarab. No, I can't use my flying camera, dude. God damn it. Wanted to see it from the... I love it. Alright, you guys want to see the... Here's the Halo 4 Harvester in Forge World. How big is it? Oh my god, Onikai with the massive 20! Thank you!
I've heard some real concerning news and I have to confirm it for myself. Is it true that you're bald?
Oh my fucking... Onikai, thank you so much for reaching out and being concerned for my well-being. So thoughtful. Am I bald? So glad you asked. No! I'm not fucking bald, dude. Absolutely not. Thank you so much for asking. Never ask again. Yeah, I think we can make the water look a lot better, but fuck it, dude. Fuck it. For now, we get jello waves. Look at my jelly. Ooh, look at all that jelly. Ooh. I think it's disturbingly huge. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Even Sergeant Johnson went bald. It's okay. Again, not bald. First time in a live stream for over a year. What up? Welcome. Welcome. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so textured out, but it's what has to be done, man. Limit to scale. How can you implement that in game mode? That's what I am always asking. I added it just for fun, and people are like, "You got to put it in the game," and I'm like, "In what game? In what context?" The harvester is so ungodly in size. There's no way it could ever possibly be effectively put in. Oh, man. I should probably do the outside textures for everything, these mountains and stuff. I'll take a look. We'll do the outside so that way we don't have these giant Da Vinci Code mountains anymore. This map still has the skull mountain, right? Yeah, that's this one, I believe. Should be that one right there. I can see the little eye sockets or whatever. That's what I'm going to do right now. There it is. This is the outside of Forge World here. It's actually a completely separate second map, which is kind of interesting. Thought it would have been a skybox, but I don't know. Bungie works in mysterious ways. All right. Let's find the materials for this. So we have big cliffs. We're going to go into Reach here and look for this. It should be under Sky Halo shaders. Big cliffs. What does it use? It's a regular shader. It uses an ambient occlusion map, a snow detail map, grass detail map, okay, and a cliff rough detail map. Uses a bump map, detail bump. You can do a 3 detail bump? Holy shit, dude. Okay. Sure. That's gotta be like handcrafted for this. Forge ground, short grass detail, and forge cliff rough diffuse. I think I could make a Halo 3 iteration of this. Have I tried the slip space mod? No, I really need to try the slip space mod though. Forge cliff rough. I am so behind on playing mods lately. It's just only been making mods. It could be better. All right, big cliffs. Let's make these. That was jagged rocks, which whatever. I'm gonna copy this. This is gonna become big cliffs. Then we have large MNTS, aka mountains. Large MNTS. There's another large MNTS. Alright, so distant mountains. What do we have here? Forge Halo terrain skybox. Forge Halo terrain water. That I should have, right? Yeah, that does exist. Cool. And that's the actual skybox water. What about the stuff out here in the distance? Is that distant mountains, large mountains, big cliffs, and everything else should be good. All right, now that I have those in, I don't. Oh wait, also the waterfalls. Don't forget those. Forge, whatever, waterfall. That's cliffs waterfall. Where did I put the regular ass waterfall? Here. Forge Halo waterfall upper big. So these are just the Valhalla waterfalls reused. Upper big. Upper small. Upper small. I don't even need to re-import the map. I'm just gonna do that. So everything mountain-wise is gonna turn into a really ugly rock, but we're gonna fix that. We are gonna fix that. Usually Halo modders tend to play their own mods rather than other people's mods. Yeah. I like to play other people's mods, but honestly, it's less so that I'm even playing my own mods, and more so that I'm just making them. Any day now. Gonna see a game night soon? Agreed. It's been a while. Come on. Yeah, big ugly cliffs. Wow, actually, just with the rock texture, it doesn't even look half... Okay, that one's bad. Wait, what is this one? I missed one. What the fuck are you? Oh, waterfall cliffs. Okay. Alright, well, now that I have those in, I can actually get to work on editing them. We'll get that one fixed up. Everything else has a texture, at least. I'm going to rip some of these from Reach, though, because... At the end of the day, as much as I only want to use Halo 3 textures, there's only so much I can do here before I'm going to require certain Reach textures to get all this, like, working good. Like, I didn't really have much choice but to get the Reach water texture here. Which honestly does look a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of freaks me out. It's too detailed. Too much white water stuff going on. It looks odd. Alright, let's do this. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Let's make those mountains look less ugly. Yeah. They're still going to use some Halo 3 textures at the very least. First and foremost, big cliffs. Are you big cliffs? This is big cliffs. Let's do waterfall cliffs first, the smaller one. Waterfall cliffs here. What do you use? Waterfall mountains AO. Grass. Let me open this. Grass detail. Okay, so that's basically just a Halo 3 grass. Okay, so grass detail. Grass detail again. And a rough cliff diffuse. Okay, so the only unique part of this is the Waterfall Mountains AO. Let's get that out. Alright, let's get all these. Big Cliffs AO. Save. Distant Mountains AO. Large Mountains. Auto Gamer, thank you for the 3!
You should add a lot of huge grass behind the mountain just as a cool Easter egg saying Forge World takes place nearby.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I don't know how I would show it, though, because huge grass takes place in, like, a giant canyon with huge walls on all sides. This would be a cool map to have a Draugr on. True. This would fucking rock for having a Draugr. God, I miss working on that thing. I feel like I've learned so much and become such a better modeler since I first tried to do the Draugr that, like, now it would actually be so feasible to do it. Like, so much has changed since then. Do we have 3D detail blend? Ooh, we do. Bump mapping. We can do detail. The rest of the stuff for these materials in Reach are all defaults. Material model is diffuse only. It's all opaque. I'm gonna keep it on single lobe Fong, but I'll consider changing it. Alright, so the first thing this needs is the base map, which is gonna use... actually, what is this gonna use? Whatever. Do rock basic. What does rock basic detail look like? It's that one versus the rock basic here, which is the actual texture I want. So I'm going to put that as the first detail. Detail map 2 is ground veg overlay. I actually don't want that, but instead want the grass texture, which is going to be under terrain island, sure. Which is veg detail. No, wait, fuck. And then what was the last detail? I was like a... I'll look again. Mono Gamer, thank you for the 3!
It would be only for the people who find a way out of bounds as a not as a direct TE.
Oh, you mean out of bounds. Yeah, I could do that and have it like off in the distance, like connected to some giant rock. That's totally doable. Oh, you know the perfect place to hide something like that would be is around this mountain here, like all the way behind here. Because this all is like within the map. Like obviously these mountains you can't like if you could go out of bounds, you could see, like, there could be a little huge grass there. That would be fun. I like that idea. Like a super low poly version of it. Cliff. So wait. It's grass, grass, and cliff. Okay. Gotcha. And then we have the waterfall AO, which I just imported into the Forge World. Bitmaps folder. And then the tiling on it was 1, 21, 22, 7. And before I save it and look at it, I want to... What did I want to do? Something. I'm sure of it. Whatever. Let's look at it. Ooh, kind of pretty. Well, how does it know? How does it know? Really dark. Just honestly so unbelievably dark. What if I take that and delete? No, that helps. Why is it so dark? Which texture is darkening it that much? Oh, it was literally the ambient occlusion map that was darkening it that much? Great. Maybe it's because it has the lobe fawn. No, it's just too dark because the base map is overwriting the texture color. How annoying. Unless Waterfall Mountains AO, how are they imported? Regular ass diffuse, alright, but hear me out. What if I add a usage override and set the source gamma to 1? Oh, I'm a genius! It makes the grass look way too bright, though. Oof. Did you say Ultimate Fortitude's coming in a few weeks or months? Days. I would definitely say a couple days. I just need to finish this map and then it's good. Well, I'll leave it dark right now because that's technically the correct way it appears, but I'll have to find a way to edit that and fix that. Alright, the next material I want to do out here in the Skybox will be these big cliffs. And I'll do large mountains after, and then distant mountains. Do big cliffs next. And Reach Big Cliffs is very similar. It's got AO, but then it's got a snow detail, which is like a rocky snow. Let's do that. Big Cliffs. Switch the type to a 3 detail blend. Bump mapping is detail. Set it to diffuse only. Modern Gamer, thank you so much for the 2.
Look in stream chat.
Stream chat, eh? Scrolling, I'm scrolling. Don't forget to check this out. There's some stuff I've been working on the past few days. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? You actually ported this so well. What the fuck is this in CE? You get the Combine Soldiers, you get the Engineer, the Sniper. The animations are hella clean. What the fuck? Why does it work so well? Is this CE? Like, yeah, this has to be CE. Why? It looks so good. What the fuck? Why is it so high quality? This is absurd. It's a lot of work to get these animations in. This is Halo CE. Even the sounds, the detail, the attention to detail is crazy.
Good shot, mate.
Where's Stargate? I'm taking a break from it so I can get the Ultimate Forge out and the horror mod. Halo 4 would struggle to do. Dude, yeah, Halo 4 could never. That's so cool, actually. Hold on. I know that the base map is only working because of that, but damn, that's such a shame. The AO works great, but I'm gonna have to probably edit the 3 detail blend. Is there anything other than that where I can do like? I would enjoy Team Fortress if his fan base wasn't so annoying. I don't know. I used to play it a lot, so I can't really say anything negative about it. It's just really fun. It's a good ass game. Second round of stream coffee? Did I yawn? Is that why? I know I just yawned now, but man, wouldn't surprise me if I did before. We must keep going. We must power through. How does this even work? Is there just like an alpha map on it, or is it just the color? Well, it's gotta be the alpha map, right? What if I just did like an all-white texture with this alpha map? That would probably look better. There's still time to get it. Dude, they're so expensive. I'm not a very rich person. I can't afford that. It's the thought that counts, though. Yeah, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna take this alpha map and say fuck everything else. Watch, layer, mask, from transparency, grab this, delete, perma throw it onto the alpha channel, take the actual main color, new layer, white, save, re-import bitmaps. Oh! That was so horribly wrong. Maybe this, a neutral gray. Why is it reddish? What the fuck? I guess it's not reddish anymore. I mean, that's the correct color, for sure. Maybe it would work better if I just brought the brightness up a bit. Jesus Christ. That's a little nicer. It's a little bit too intense, to be frank, but I'm just gonna bring it back to what I had it at. There's a nice little bit there. Looked good. And we can have the light mapper do all the lighting. I'm gonna be doing all this anyway. It do be $800 from Austin to Seattle? Yeah, I'm good on that. Alright, as for these mountains, I'm probably going to have to end up doing the same thing, sadly. But let's see. So these are big cliffs, AO. Let's do it. Big cliffs, AO. I wonder if it has the same... Short is grass, cliff. This one is snow, grass, cliff. So actually that shouldn't be too hard. Temporarily put that. That'll be snow, grass, And then cliff, which is this one. The scale uniform, and the scaling in reach is 1, 8, 16, 7. Not bad. And then we got to switch to the other AO map. This is also going to make it way too dark, I'm almost certain. Yeah. But the AO mask looks good. I will literally just do the exact same thing I did here, where I take the big cliffs texture, put it in here. Same exact thing, layer mask from transparency, grab that, delete it, throw it into the alpha channel, add a new layer, paint this on top of it a neutral gray, save, re-import bitmaps. Probably going to turn the mountains red on accident, yeah, a little bit. Then I just go into here and set the bitmap type to be a best uncompressed color format, re-import, we lose the red. Hopefully. Maybe. Kind of just the fog. But I'll let the light mapper handle the actual mountains themselves, but that's honestly not bad. Not bad. Maybe we could have the towers from the Covenant mission as a forgeable base item on this map. That would be pretty cool. Alright, what's next? We got these. These are distant mountains? Large mountains. Okay, let's take a look at those. Large mountains. Cliff rough. Oh wait, I forgot the snow material. Hold on, we need a snow detail here. Nature, snow diffuse, snow detail. There we go, some snow atop the mountains, that's not bad. Really cool, the towers on cover mission is forgeable. Yeah, I read that. 100 viewers say the line. Please leave a like on the stream, it helps more than you know. I would appreciate it immensely. I'd be forever in your debt. You would own my firstborn child. And I would pray to you each and every night. Alright, that's definitely using the wrong material. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Dislike and report the stream. Please do not do that. Thank you. This one becomes a 3 detail blend. Detail on that. Diffuse only. Add in large mountains ambient occlusion mask. And Halo Reach says it has the rock, rough, snow, and then... Oh, what the fuck is that? Need this one. We'll see. Rock, snow, rock. And the tiling is 1, 11, 6, 6. With some weird translations, actually. Oh, probably to make the skull work a bit better, but yeah, that's the skull, no doubt about it. Ah! Spooky Skull Mountain. Race a carpool Drake in a relay race? That would be honestly hilarious. I wish. Oh, I think I'm gonna go, guys. It's late and I'm tired. It's been a very exhausting day for me. TurboSim, thank you for the 2! Appreciate it.
I'm downloading 234 mods for Fallout New Vegas. I did skip over the bouncing titty mod turn.
No! That's the most important one! To everybody here, I will be live tomorrow. Please join the Discord server, link in the description, discord.gg/rejectedshotgun. Subscribe with notification bell if you haven't. I'm going to be working on this off stream tomorrow and on stream tomorrow. So if you want to see Forge World and Halo 3 come to life, much more so than it even has today, please make sure you're subscribed, leave a like on the stream and all that good stuff. I will be live again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. You won't want to miss it. It'll be the most incredible stream content you've ever seen, and we'll chill and make Halo 3 Forge World look even better than it does now. So thank you guys so much for an amazing stream. Thank you to everybody who tipped into the tip jar. Thank you to everybody who sent super chats, who became a member. I see you. I appreciate you. You make this all possible. Tomorrow we're going to make Forge World even better! So I hope to see you guys there. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye! I'll miss you.